Congratulations to you and your team on a fantastic season.
It's 15 season as an official.
Decide with the Kansas City. The team logo is tails. Kansas City, you are the designated visitors for tonight's game. What is your call? Tails is the call. Tails is the call. It is tails.
All right, Chiefs win the toss. I know what's up with Mahomes wearing his all green outfit. It is time. It's time. A three-peat is on the way if you are the Kansas City Chiefs. Three-peat is 45 at New Orleans. 4 Super Bowl titles in 5 appearances if you are Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes. His name is Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes, in case if you don't know yet, that is his name. 45 days after Brady's birthday to Mahomes' birthday. Of course, it is, and Eagles lose 4 out of 5 Super Bowl appearances. So 45 from the perspective of the Eagles, losing is certainly going to happen too. It's not just the 666 record for Philly. Losing to your former coach not once but twice in a Super Bowl. Was there a way to draft Patrick Mahomes? I don't know about that. But certainly it doesn't get any more 666. Lose it on your birthday. Lose it again against your former coach. Go Chiefs. Big Daddy Patty. Bring the money home, baby. Big Daddy Patty. He's the 10th pick. I hope the Chiefs lose, but I am objective and I am not about emotion. NFL has rigged it for the Chiefs. So, too bad. Mahomes is the 10th pick. Tom Brady's here to see history. He's mad at those Eagles. He wanted both wins over the Eagles. Tom Brady wants to see the Eagles beat down tonight. Of course, Eagles won Super Bowl 52. It's your defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, that's the Macho 52. And Kansas City improved to 5-2 in Super Bowls. The prophecy of the first ever NFL three-peat is going to come to fruition right here. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to improve to 5-2 in the Super Bowl. How about that? 5-2 in the Super Bowl if you are the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City 14, Philly fall to 1-4 in the Super Bowl. Barkley's going to get under 100 yards. Saquon's going to score a touchdown, but he's not going to score 2 touchdowns. That's too much money. They have to pay out for these. The props are the big ones. My Go King LeBron prophecy is already happened. Go King LeBron winning at Mike and Kareem's birthplace. Go King LeBron. 18th playoff win for Mahomes, 18th title for the Lakers. Charles Barkley, victim of the Michael Jordan three-peat. Saquon Barkley, victim of the Kansas City three-peat. Jalen Hurts' 24th loss of his career. I do like the Bengals to be your victor for next season. Cincinnati, Kansas City rivalry. There's only one chosen one to beat Patrick Mahomes. It is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the GOAT of the modern era of football. He is the best quarterback in football. Joe Burrow is the best player on a less talented coaching staff, on a less talented team. Joe Burrow is that guy. Pair up Burrow with Spagnuolo and Andy Reid, he still has the same amount of success as Patrick Mahomes is. Mahomes is just a scripted character is what he is. Mahomes is going to win the game. Mahomes and Barkley both have exact gematria. It's all about heartbreak for the Philadelphia Eagles. This is what it comes down to. 7 AFC title games, coming away with 4 Super Bowls is what it comes down to. The inverse is true. 4 Super Bowls, 7 AFC title appearances. Phelan is the 47th president of the United States. Phelan. Because Elon Musk is the real president. Last Super Bowl appearance there at New Orleans was Super Bowl 47. 47 degrees in the Freemasonic compass. You think about what 47 represents. It's the Freemasonic compass, that 4th Super Bowl after the 7th AFC title appearance with 7-time Super Bowl winner Tom Brady. Watch it.
From their own 30-yard line, where we will see Jalen Hurts lead the show in one of his best games he ever played, came in the championship game 2 weeks ago. Right then, the ball came out of his hands. Very quickly, one of the best games I remember him from was 2 years ago in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Tonight, it's got to be about 2 things for him. Not turning the ball over, making great decisions, and then he's got to do a great job handling the Chiefs' blitz package, getting the ball out of his hands quickly with his dynamic skill players. There's Saquon for the first time. Sneaking around the yard, he squeezes it.
4-yard gain. Mahomes' 4th title. 4-yard gain.
Season for the ages, and I've never backed across 2,000 yards rushing. He's been even better in the playoffs, and as you said in the open, he's a home run for every time he gets it, Tom. Yeah, it's obviously an MVP caliber season, and no surprise, starting the game, giving it to your best player right around the edge, and we're going to see an awful lot of that tonight, getting the ball in his hands. That's what these real championship games are all about.
That scoreboard looks terrible. I like the old scoreboard better. Zone coverage is just makes it so easy to play quarterback. No man-on-man anymore. A third-string quarterback could make that throw. I mean, look at that. Wide open, no one covering. Already seeing scripted elements right now. This game's going to be the furthest thing from a blowout. This game is going to be down to the wire. History's on the line with under 2 minutes left in the game. Saquon will get over 30 carries on his birthday. Game plan is to keep on running until the defense cracks and they give up a big gain. You just want to keep on running until the defense cracks. But I see what the NFL do with the black quarterbacks. It's all Derrick Henry gets the credit. Oh, Saquon gets the credit over Jalen Hurts. I see how they do these black quarterbacks. Roger Goodell. Star running backs are only supposed to join the full-blooded black quarterbacks. No one thinks about that. Yeah, you go. Nice tackle. Nick Bolton. He want that bling in free agency. He want the 3rd straight Super Bowl. Big tackle for a loss. 3rd down. Chiefs receive and now 3rd and long. Spagnuolo in the blitz. Blitzing from every angle to prevent Jalen Hurts from running. He's got to make plays in the pocket. No one tried to tackle him right there. It's like no one tried to tackle him, but he was supposed to be short. 4th and short. Two of two passing. Jalen Hurts, 4 yards. Eagles 22. Mahomes' 4th title. I don't think you can push it on 4th and 2. You can only do it when it's 1 yard or inches away. They got him right there. 4th and 2. Jalen Gamanche reported pass interference on the Chiefs. Yeah! This is going to trigger so much people. Pass interference. I thought they were going to call it on Kansas City. I thought they were going to call it on. No, they called on the Eagles. That's a bad call. Ha! Fuck Eagles fans. You guys are trash. Karma, Andy Reid owns you. Ha! Worst fan base in America. Karma's a bitch, Eagles fans. You guys are terrible. You guys are trash. Ha! Look at that. Ha! Ha! Eagles fans. Ha! 1-4 in the Super Bowl. You're the worst, disgusting fan base ever in football. You guys deserve every single bit of that penalty call. He gets tackled at the 11-yard line. He catches the ball at the 10-yard line. It's Mahomes' 10th straight playoff win of his career. Las Vegas came calling there. They said lots of bets on the Eagles. NFL told the refs, we're not going to allow the Eagles to win. There's too much money bet on the Eagles and Saquon to have a big game.
We got the left end game too coming.
Offensive pass interference. Had the crybabies. Man, I got to see what the comments are going to be like. How many people turned the TV off after that penalty call? Who turned off the TV after the penalty call? Not me, because I'm witnessing scripted. It's still scripted history. It's still a very monumental day to witness a three-peat. It's almost like witnessing the first undefeated team to lose in the Super Bowl. That's kind of Super Bowl 42 was about witnessing history. The Patriots didn't make history. The Giants made history with a giant upset. We'll never see a Super Bowl like that ever again. You never know in your life you'll ever see a team three-peat again. We'll probably never see it happen ever again. So this is what it's about. It's about making history. It's about witnessing history. Classic Revs helping KC yet again. Here we go with Revs. Revs already the biggest problem, not the score bug. Might check to the refs. Didn't. Now that was a terrible, terrible, terrible call. I'm going to ask a question. Right call on the old pass interference. I think that was a terrible call. Tom Brady, he didn't like the call from the sound of it. White supremacist Donald Trump doesn't want to see a black man win the Super Bowl. I mean, 100% black man. Donald Trump ordered the ref to call the penalty. Donald Trump wants nothing to do with full-blooded black men winning a Super Bowl in his presence. Why else did they get rid of the end racism from the end zones? This fourth down call, this was from Donald Trump in Vegas. The Chiefs are the big bad guys that must play with the lead, that must play ahead as they did against Houston and against the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs are the best team ever. They have to play with the lead. Nick Sirianni might retire if they lose this game. 12-yard line, like Tom Brady is number 12. Big Daddy Patty, Money Mahomes. His name is Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes. Yeah, give him the first right there. Yeah. Destroy the Eagles. Destroy Philadelphia. Destroy that classless I act like a high school and football coach. Really? Nick Sirianni over Andy Reid? Steve Spagnuolo? Mahomes is 8-0 against Vic Fangio. 8-0. This goes back to last year's playoff game when Fangio was the Dolphins defensive coordinator. This goes back to his time as coach of the Denver Broncos. Never once did Fangio beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
They won 17 games. 12 of them were one-score wins. 12 of them were comeback wins.
The Taylor Swift 13 Enigma, the 13 one-score wins, that potential 13th win if it comes in comeback fashion. Oh, Kelsey choked. That was a 3-man rush right there, and I have to see if the ball was kind of underthrown, but basically he could have caught that, Travis. Could have been a first down. In the last 6 seasons, 4 Super Bowl wins. Kansas City Chiefs is 64. Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes. Look at him go. And now, 4th down. What a game so far. Which wide receiver is going to go full Broadway? Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, big time number 1. He no longer number 1, but DeAndre Hopkins. Are we going full Hollywood Brown with the big time catch in the 4th quarter? Possibilities. DeGene on his birthday takes it to the 31. Everyone's complaining about the referees. Everyone's crying about the call.
Who will keep the American people safe?
Here we go with the refs. It could have been 7-0 Eagles. I do not think that was pass interference. I think you don't call that in the Super Bowl, but they're going to call it because it's the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the only explanation. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. Royalty, Goat King the Bond, King James. He's your highness. Bow down to the king. I think the Chiefs have gotten this royal treatment of referees around the same time that Goat King the Bond in the Lakers are inevitably will not be disputed whatsoever by the officials. I've seen lots of bad calls against the Lakers over the last few years. Luka and Goat King the Bond means NBA about business abroad in Europe and domestically with the Lakers in the Celtics. NFL's cash cow is the Kansas City Chiefs. All that 3-peat merchandise, NFL must sell the 3-peat merchandise. It must add more money for the 32 shareholders that consist of the National Football League. They must sell all that 3-peat gear to many Taylor Swift fans across America. I wear my 3-peat shirt because I love Taylor Swift and I really love her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. He should reach the scoreboard.
you tried the new bacon ones?
Yeah,
They're bacon.
Travis, he doesn't really talk the shit to other teams like Richard Sherman, but one thing that he is he comes across as a fratty punk, and it really rubs people the wrong way when they hear him speak during the trophy presentations for Lamar and Hunt and the Lombardi trophies. Big Daddy Patty is he's an optimal performer in Super Bowls during the third and fourth quarters. So it really doesn't matter what Big Daddy Patty does during the first and second quarters. This guy is just Joe Cool, comeback king. He's the ultimate comeback king of all comeback kings in the Super Bowl. I guess Tom Brady is still just nothing takes the cake with the Atlanta comeback. Does a big comeback against the Seattle Seahawks. But 3 10-point comebacks in the Super Bowl. He's as much of a comeback king in Super Bowls as Tom Brady. Even though the best comeback of them all is 28-3. Let's go, Chiefs! All right, Kansas City stopping the run pretty good. Eagles played no one. They played the Lambs and they played an overrated Washington team. I think the Bills are the toughest team that any of these two teams have faced. Like, no lie, right there. Buffalo, luck and bad calls and untimely execution during that 13-second game. Wide open. Those are live betting scams. 49ers are up by 10. I'm going to bet on San Francisco. Eagles are up by 10. I'm going to bet on the Eagles in Super Bowl 57. The live money betting scams. Get the money rolling on the Eagles. Get them that first score of the game. The Chiefs look really good right now defending the run. Little bit of holes in the secondary, but so far the game plan is about making the passing game beat you. Contain Saquon at all costs. There's too much open space in the middle of the field for Jalen Hurts to throw. Stop him! Third down! Barkley can't have a 2-touchdown, 150-yard game. That's too much money. People are betting on Saquon to have a big game on his birthday. That's what makes the Chiefs a supervillain if they destroy his birthday. I've never seen such a bad call in the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah! Oh, they call a penalty on the Chiefs. You see, the Chiefs don't get every penalty, do they? Now the Eagles get a penalty. Are the referees discussing if it was catchable? You have to call that. He got him in the face. The Eagles got pretty lucky right there. I don't like that one either, Tom Brady, but by the rule book, that's a penalty. You don't call that BS in the Super Bowl. I agree with Tom Brady, but that's a textbook penalty if you're going off of the book instead of let them play it out in the Super Bowl. So I agree with Tom Brady. And Tom Brady played in a different NFL during the 2000s. During the 2000s, that was legal. That's why he hates the call. That was a makeup call for that bad call in the pass interference. That was a makeup call. Ball at the 27-yard line. Dynasty 27 and Gematria. Look at Saquon slip right there. He slipped.
Expect to see that on the turf here tonight. Yeah. Peter moving a little fast. There's Patrick Mahomes over there. He wants to get right back out on that field and go. I'm sure even we talked to Chris Jones this week, was how do you keep Saquon from going for 150?
People agree with the call.
So they were intent on stopping this game.
Right call, personal foul. Eagle first down on third down. What about that one? You guys, what do you think about that penalty? You knew it. You knew the Eagles would score the first touchdown. You knew it. Live betting says get the money in on the Eagles. Get that live bet on the Eagles. Number 83 scores the first touchdown of the game. Football is 83, but 83 is also Gematria of New Orleans, Louisiana. And the first touchdown score is number 83. Okay. He's a little bit down. Twist push or Saquon? Twist push or Saquon?
There are over 500,000 square miles.
Saquon Barkley scored 3 touchdown game. We'll be hoping that that's not a touchdown. So there's a chance that Saquon could score the first touchdown of the game. Let's go, Chiefs! We've all seen this movie before. The Chiefs are losing at halftime and they come back and win the Super Bowl. We have seen every movie. We've seen it. We've seen 3 movies so far. 3 movies where Kansas City come back from 10 points to win the Super Bowl. 3 movies. It's the same exact script. It's the same exact script.
To experience it for free.
You won't believe where I am right now.
Are they going to run it with Saquon, or is Jalen Hurts going to get the first touchdown of the game with the tush push? Because this is certainly going to come back. It's not a touchdown. It was almost a touchdown. I think Jalen Hurts gets a touchdown. If they're concerned about the betting, then tush push is the call.
What if we whisper him?
No.
Fine. What if he said?
Let's see real-time Saquon stats for the game.
I'm sorry, but we
Playing in his first Super Bowl.
is the best.
Homes.com.
It's the best. Hey, Meta, play my gallery music.
13 yards, 2.2 yards, kind of like Gematria of Eagles, and
You can touch it.
so far 13 yards.
Hey, Meta,
He may not even crack 100.
let me show you.
Here we go. The referees are certainly flag happy. They're sure to get their voice. They want to take over the spotlight. I think Eagles scored the first touchdown, Super Bowl 57. I think 49ers scored the field goal, the first score of the game. I think San Francisco's up 10-0 in Super Bowl 54. They're up 24-14 in the fourth quarter. I think I remember. Okay, Chiefs are up after the first quarter. Hey, 83. It was almost a number 83. Of course, it's a tush push, right? Of course. So predictable. Saquon doesn't get the touchdown. This hurts the prop betting. Jalen Hurts 38. Louisiana 38. First touchdown of the game. Scripted. Eagles' first scripted touchdown of the game. Jalen Hurts, 4 of 4 passing for Hurts in the game. Of course, 44 is Gematria 3P. 44 would be Gematria of Superdome is 44. 4 of 4 passing in the game. Champions is also Gematria 44. 44 is a very big number for this game. What if the Chiefs, going for the three-peat, their first score is a field goal? Philly's 37 after all. Can't say Chiefs is 37. What if they have to settle for the field goal? It's 10-3 or something. Jalen Hurts his 10th rushing touchdown in the postseason, the 10th straight playoff win if you are Patrick Mahomes. This was his 10th touchdown. This was a scripted touchdown.
350 pounds each times 5. I was on a math major. Was that 1750? It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of weight, and they're pushing in one direction, and then he's got the guys behind him. And it's just,
yeah, let me try to screenshot that. Let me try to. Okay. I don't know why YouTube TV doesn't work on my browser, but anyways. 10th touchdown, 10th straight playoff win. Patrick Mahomes, a 10th pick. Jalen Hurts opens up the game with the 10th rushing touchdown of his postseason career. That was a very good tackle to the 32-yard line. Chiefs come out to 32. They get the ball at the 32-yard line, at their own 32-yard line. That's easy field goal range. 68-yard drive like Gematria Championship. Should the Chiefs score the touchdown? 68 yards. This one coming down to the wire. Let's go, Big Daddy Patty! To the 38-yard line, Louisiana 38. Take what the defense gives you. This is why Big Daddy Patty is a top 5 quarterback. He doesn't force throws. He plays smart within the system. I think this is 4-down territory. Vic Fangio, there he is. Over 40 years coaching in the NFL, looking for that first Super Bowl title. Vic Fangio. Third and 3, like Gematria Patrick, like Gematria of the 3P. He wasn't going Hollywood right there.
Just enough pressure to force an air throw there by Patrick. And a lot of zone defense from the Eagles. Some of those guys just kind of sit in those holes for Patrick.
I think Kermit choked right there. He could have been a little bit more composed, a little bit rushed throw right there. He was under pressure. Eagles get the ball back. Big Daddy Patty cannot afford another blowout Super Bowl loss. People will call him lucky, and he shits the bed too much against the Bucs and the Eagles if he loses by 21 points. That cannot happen. But what can happen is more live money can be placed on the Eagles, and then the Kansas City Chiefs execute the comeback. Not because of the Rams, because the script will be as Kansas City is a very clutch team. They don't need no referee to come back because they're a clutch team.
Of course.
People would tune away from the Super Bowl. The Chiefs haters would turn off the game if the Chiefs were up 7-0. You gotta have the Chiefs losing because you gotta have the Chiefs haters interested, excited for the entire game. That's why the Chiefs have to play from behind, because the Chiefs haters would lose interest from the start if the Chiefs are winning after the first quarter. This is best for business to have Philadelphia score first. And the Chiefs get the ball to begin the second half. So, and I think they did receive to start the second half last year. I think Mahomes threw an interception to begin the second half last year. I'm just saying. It will appear over, but this is the stuff of legends with Tom Brady watching. Patrick Mahomes cannot shit the bed. When that second, third, fourth quarter comes, Patty Mahomes must go for it.
Play for a no trip. That's Kendrick Lamar at the top.
Of course, because that's 27 points right there. 27 points. That's how you get the 27, like Gematria Dynasty. That Dynasty's 27 in Gematria.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 59 here at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And Scott Cam cover provided by Michelob Ultra here today. 7-0 Eagles have it. And they'll get it back. Defense playing well so far.
I can see a 10-0 lead for the Eagles. I can see it. How scripted would that be? A 10-0 lead, 10 people watching my stream, and Hurts had his 10th rushing touchdown in the playoffs in his career. That's a big drop.
Well, Kevin, as we talked about, Chris Jones not a fan of the brotherly shove, and it's because of what it does to your body when you're trying to defend it. Here is Jones on the bench after that QB sneak, and you look at what the athletic trainers are doing with him, trying to work out his neck, and of course here's head coach Andy Reid walking up and down, trying to get this offense going. Slow starts here early.
That's been a thing here. We go down his play. He's a slow start, but the Chiefs are playing him well. Tom, you know about some slow starts?
Yes, Saquon's not having a big game right now.
Oh, man, we got to bring that up. I didn't score a touchdown in the first.
38, Louisiana 38, Jalen Hurts 38, ball at the 22-yard line, Eagles 22. We see a lot of 3-and-outs with the Chiefs looking to three-peat. We saw a 3-and-out from the Chiefs, 3-play drive, third championship 3-and-out by the Chiefs. That's what you have to think about as far as three-peat goes. He got it right there. They fake the look of the blitz, and they drop back, and still enough open space for Jalen Hurts. Number 83, again, another big play of over 10 yards. He almost scored the touchdown. New Orleans, Louisiana 83.
Goddard, the bottom of the screen, and Dotson both wide open.
Mahomes has a huge mountain to climb to be greater than Tom Brady. This is why he needs a three-peat, but he's still behind.
One of those plays too. Here's Barkley just on the lead block. And then Hurts just trailing right behind him. I'm sorry, that's Jurgens. Really good. More easier downfield blocking.
Into Eagle territory. The end of the first quarter is approaching. It could involve the Chiefs settling for a third down conversion attempt on defense to begin the second quarter.
It's a very good feeling for the offense to know they're this formation. Interesting, he's going to run it right off the gut. It's getting well that time, and he runs in the button. If you're going to talk about the offensive line,
That's a really, they spread it out and they go a run with like a wide receiver or something.
average 338 and 6'6", tallest and heaviest line in Super Bowl history. So we thought,
Caesars is 66, average 6 feet 6 inches. Caesars is Camacho 66. All right, third down. Jake Elliott's not really good, over 50 yards. So how will the field goal decision back to him? I tried crossover the middle of the field. This is going to be a blitz. They're going to be looking for a cross. There is a penalty. It's someone jumped. I thought someone jumped. The referee called offside.
There's a Menu right there. Just got a little too into the neutral zone. Yeah, right there.
I wonder if he was purposely supposed to be offside. I don't care what anyone says. Tom Brady got intercepted against Mahomes in that AFC title game. I think D Ford was purposely offsides. Timing is too coincidental. Oh, he took a slide. What a bitch. This is the Super Bowl. Get as much yards as you can. Run out of bounds. What a bitch play by Jalen Hurts. That's a losing play right there. You don't take 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13. Get it to 2nd and 11. He got fuck up on that play. I don't know what he was doing on that play. Seriously, why are you sliding? Sacrifice your body. This is the Super Bowl. What are you doing, Jalen? What are you doing? Now they're going to kick that field goal. The field is shorter. Kansas City going to force that field goal attempt, that 10, nothing. That 10th pick of the draft, that 10th straight playoff win. If you are the 10th pick of his draft, Patrick Mahomes, he'll be kicking field goal with 14 minutes left in the second quarter. And this game is scripted. It's involved. The biggest number of this game is 10. The opening touchdown, it was 10. It was Jalen Hurts' 10th rushing touchdown. The game is going to begin with the Eagles' 10-0 lead. Mahomes' the 10th pick is 10th straight playoff win. That's the biggest number of the game, is 10. And Tom Brady played in 10 Super Bowls. He is calling the game for Fox. 10s 10's the biggest number of the game. I'd be very surprised if I don't see a field goal attempt. That's just a field goal attempt. He doesn't have to make it. He doesn't have to make it at all. A field goal attempt to go for 10-0. That scramble by Jalen Hurts had to be fake. So he has to take a loss. He's got to kick the field goal. It has to be a 10-point lead, not 14. It has to be a 10-point lead for a reason. No other graphic stood out. The only thing that stood out was Jalen Hurts 4 of 4 passing when the Eagles scored the touchdown. 3-peat 44, Superdome 44. Jalen Hurts 6 of 7. Could we see 7 out of 8 like Gematria of Patrick is 74, right? The championship is 68.
You know, it's a Super Bowl, so you never know what you're going to see. Like Paul McCartney going with Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah, there's the same man right there. One of my all-time favorites, Paul Rudd right here. Yeah, Paul McCartney right here. Manfred right
It's a
here.
very rather slow start for Big Daddy Patty, which is okay. This guy's about to be legendary status in 4 hours from now. Oh, is it the 32 or the 33-yard line? Yep. It's insanely rigged how this game has been so far. The ball began at the 34-yard line to begin the second quarter. Donald Trump, a 34-time convicted felon, is at the game. Messi's at the game too. Messi attending the Super Bowl. I think he's going to win. Oh! Oh! Oh, he choked! Oh, my God! He choked! He couldn't even make the 10-0. He choked! The brother choked! He choked! He choked! It wasn't even 10-0. He choked. The referees didn't make you throw an interception up for grabs, did they? That wasn't the referees, was it? Was that the refs? The referees made Jalen Hurts throw an interception. The refs made him throw an interception. Scripted. Oh, my God. What a rigged scripted interception by Jalen Hurts. 7 of 9, 79 yards in a championship game. Champion is Gematria 79, 7 of 9 passing interception by the Kansas City Chiefs. By the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought it'd be 10-0 because Jalen Hurts just rushed for his 10th playoff touchdown of his career. And Mahomes going to win his 10th straight playoff game as the 10th pick of his draft for the Chiefs to win the 3-peat. So I really did thought it would be 10-0, man. Jalen Hurts is a big-time choke artist. The fumble and now the interception in this Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts is a bona fide choke artist. I don't know what I see from 3 of 6. I think I see Joe Montana in that one. Joe Cool, Patty, Big Daddy Patty is so cool in the Super Bowl under pressure. Joe Montana, 36. Joe Montana is going to connect a lot to Joe Cool in the Cincinnati Bengals for next year's Super Bowl. Saquon is 19 yards so far. Saints is 19. That's the only thing that resonates with 19, but a very scripted interception. What about the guy who posted the interception, Brian Cook? Brian is Gematria of Hurts' 24th loss of his career. Cook would be the Gematria of Cook is 64, and in the last 6 years, the last 6 seasons, the Chiefs are going to win 4 Super Bowls because the only other teams to win is the Antichrist Tom Brady and then LA Rams. So the last 6 years, 4 Super Bowl wins if you are the Kansas City Chiefs. The New Orleans Saints are hosting this particular Super Bowl that in the past 6 years will see the Chiefs come away with 4 Super Bowl titles. All right, Big Daddy Patty. His name is Big Daddy Patty. All CNI Master Plan 119. Jalen Hurts is a choker. He's a bona fide choke artist. He didn't Alex Smith that play kick a field goal. He's a choker. Where was the underneath option? Where was the underneath option? We've got Black Magic on your sides. You've got Taylor Swift. Third down, Big Daddy Patty. What you got? What you got, Big Daddy Patty? 3-peat, the 3 and outs. Are you going to get me a first down? Now's the time to deliver, Big Daddy Patty. Oh, yeah. Did you want one or? Yeah. Does Katie want one or? Big Daddy Patty. Money Mahomes is his name. Oh, Kelsey, he choked again. Who's choking more, Jalen Hurts or Travis Kelsey? Man, these guys are choking. These guys are choking. Jalen Hurts is a fraud. Look at him. He's pissing the game away to Kansas City. He's pissing it away. This could be rigged for the over-under. It's also the Kansas City Chiefs. That's Camacho 79. I forgot to add, but here we go. Hey, John, punt return on his birthday. Not so much. Not so much. This is David versus Goliath. The Kansas City Chiefs are up against a powerhouse. The crybabies are about to say it could be 14-0 without the referees. The makeup call for the Chiefs has happened. Remember, they gave them a first down and they called the penalty against Kansas City, and then the Eagles went on to score a touchdown. Remember that? I think a makeup call is coming Kansas City's way. The refs going to be on. They can't make it look too obvious that the refs are on Kansas City's side, but the calls are going to come in the third and fourth quarters. During the third and the fourth quarters, that's when you really start to see the refs on the side of the Kansas City Chiefs.
You want me to make a movie about a football conspiracy?
Greta, bacon's in.
Big Daddy Patty, Money Mahomes.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
He's the best. Tom Brady's going to see Patrick Mahomes struggle. Mahomes going to show Tom Brady what greatness is when you're having a terrible game. Or he could just fold at any time. But that little something that says, no, I'm going to overcome. Remember something special about Patrick Mahomes. He's got to rise above and beyond everything else that has transpired in this game. throughout the entire season.
And we still have to take a million steps.
What will his grandfather witness in hospice care? Hanging on Hanging on.
All your forms.
to see
Now,
history
he's getting a TurboTax expert. He does everything
of
for you.
three-peat.
So you can have your cake and
That's why he's holding on to dear life. His grandfather. Here to witness something really, really special. So that 10-0 has been delayed. It has been delayed. Field goal attempt, Jake Elliott, 10-0 Eagles.
North Carolina, Michigan, 93. And then we got in Tom Brady in his first Super Bowl here.
666, victory has to be in your hands. Then victory has to slip away. That's 666 right there.
Not for the same reason a lot of people's Blues are here in New Orleans on purpose. Just a long time ago. There is
The Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl because they're stopping Saquon Barkley. There's nowhere to be found.
Here you see Jalen Hurts after the turnover of the series with the line gathered around him, going over the protections. People talk so often about Hurts' ability to lead.
How many Super Bowl MVP bets on Saquon Barkley?
The size of the men, and that's been a key to this unit. One thing to keep an eye on, Mekhi Becton has been in the tent now for nearly 10 minutes. He's got a knee issue, questionable to return. Right guard. Tyler Steve is in for it. We got the start in the NFC Championship game.
Third down, third down.
It'll be a third down. So here's how I'll tell you about Becton, who's been so good. Reclamation project, former top pick for the Jets.
Jalen Hurts is such a joke. That was a joke of a throw. That's going to cost the Eagles the game. Not you need every point you need against Kansas City. That was 3 points right there that they could have gotten from that drive. What a catch. Yeah, you see that 10-0 is looking pretty good right now. It's still in play.
It's a great matchup for us to continue to watch. Brown getting the best of them so far. They go quick, give it to Barkley out of the middle, and the kid runs right into the cycle. Great job on Barkley. A good job by Galen. Look at the signal on that route. Yeah. Just that little trigger finger tells the man what to do. See the one matchup. Very good quarterback.
As of now, Jalen Hurts is the MVP because he got the touchdown.
You're going to give him a chance to run away. You want Saquon Barkley 10 carries only 20 yards so far. Who's going to get it to him this way?
Hey, another third and long situation. What's going to happen this time?
Interesting aspect by CKB. The Chiefs, they haven't had the ball much time of possession, only 5 minutes in this game.
10 plays, 10 first downs, and 10-0. Another interesting graphic. 10 plays, 10 third downs, or 10 first downs. Jalen choked. He didn't run to the sideline. He choked.
Great tackling. Hurts has made so many guys miss this season when he gets out there on the edge. And Reed comes up from the middle of the field in a great tackle. It's a very good tackling defense. You've seen this all the way through.
It's just stupidity going to cost them right here.
Not to take a field goal here. 4th and 3.
you don't have that big balls to go for it in the Super Bowl. They're kicking the field goal.
Super Bowl 59 halftime show.
I do like this thought. Maybe they're thinking about going for it, but
Another comeback down 10 points for Patrick Mahomes. This is laughable.
Right, it is 10-0. Their defense has done very well. They've been very aggressive on their tackling. I don't think they're going to need 30 points to win. So,
Big strategic decision here by Coach Sirianni, in my opinion. That's what they do send LA now. But it will be a 43-yard field goal.
Chiefs look great. That was Super Bowl 54, right? That was Super Bowl 54. Then we go to Super Bowl 57.
looked like from the overhead, it looked like the offensive right side of the Chiefs line just moves.
In Super Bowl 57, it was the choke artist 24, Kansas City 14, Super Bowl 57.
But they get it on Philadelphia.
Cry more, Eagles! Cry, 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 Eagles! You all should be aware that the NFL is scripted. San Francisco 10, Kansas City 0, Super Bowl 58. And then now it's 6 for Kansas City 0. Four comebacks down 10 points. Again, 10 is the very big number you have to look out for. 10 is 4 comebacks down 10 points in the Super Bowl for the 10th pick of his draft. Patrick Mahomes for the 10th consecutive playoff win for the Chiefs to achieve the first three-peat is what it comes down to. So right there, it's a very rigged game. Because it is yet another comeback for the greatest player ever in the modern era of the NFL. Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes is his name for a reason.
Good to see you all.
It's all scripted. It's all scripted. Another scripted 10-0 comeback in the Super Bowl. 10-0 last year, 24-10 2 years ago, 24-14 in Super Bowl 54. Another comeback down 10 points in the Super Bowl for Patrick Mahomes. He is now 5 of 9 passing for 24 yards in the game. This is Jalen Hurts' 24th loss of his career. The Superdome, the three-peat, Gematria of 59. This is why Mahomes begins the game 5 of 9 passing, down 10 points in another scripted Super Bowl comeback, trailing by 10 points. And now the comeback begins in Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes' 10th attempt of the game. He is the 10th pick in the draft. He is going to achieve NFL history for the Chiefs' 10th straight playoff win, is going to achieve the three-peat for Kansas City. Again, this shows you how it's scripted. He's 5 of 9 passing for a reason. Why aren't they down 14? Why aren't they down 13? Why aren't they down 17?
Fans get to test out their singing voices here in New Orleans. Second quarter of the Super Bowl 59. 10-0 Eagles. And I guess Tom, maybe Kansas City hasn't exactly where they left because they've trailed by 10 points every Super Bowl.
27-yard drive by the Eagles. Dynasty 27. The Eagles' 27th playoff loss in franchise history.
70,000 people going with you. You know, that may require a couple of, beverages later. So the Chiefs will take it out and look for a little offense against this Philly defense that has really turned it over. I mean, you think about where they were last year, when they were 30th in the league in points per game and 26 in total defense.
Hurts 24th playoff loss of his career.
Saquon, they signed, drafted Mitchell and Eugene. What did that do? Now they're first in yards per game, second in scoring, and the passing defense has been great. It's been a complete overhaul for the Eagles, and so far looking good in the first half of this game. Here's Mahomes, pressure the other way.
When's Mahomes magic going to come into play? You're thinking Mahomes magic.
They try Creed protection where Creed Humphrey ultimately has to find his way over, but there's no way with Sweat up the
Still 5 of 9 passing. I'm telling you, Mahomes magic is going to happen at any minute right now. At any minute.
against Buffalo. It worked, but it didn't work against this
15 yards for that first down. That's second and 14.
2nd and 14.
Hey, now it's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. You're talking real-time Mahomes magic. Hey, he's still 5 of 9 passing. This is red. Look at that. 5 of 9, 2 sacks. They're making this super suspenseful. Look at this.
Nor should he have a ton of confidence right now. Caliendo, a left guard in there, can't feel the front. Isn't there to help his tackle?
He's still 5 of 9. I don't think that's a coincidence. Oh, he intercepted. Mahomes, you're choking the game away. Hi, Mahomes, he choked. And this is the birthday kid, right? This game might be over. Look at that. These guys are getting trounced. And this is a 17-point comeback. 18-point comeback to win the game. 18-point comeback to win the game. 666 is on the way. $18-point advantage. The Chiefs are going to come back and win the game. What a historic comeback. This feels like Super Bowl 51 all over again. Patrick Mahomes' 18th playoff win of his career to make up the deficit of 17 points to go, plus 18 or greater the rest of the way. 3-peat is 24. You see that Mahomes has 24 passing yards, but he now has 10 attempts in the game and 5 completions. The Chiefs' 5th Super Bowl and the Chiefs' 10th straight playoff win, with Patrick Mahomes, the 10th pick of his draft, to achieve the improbable, a 3-peat championship with the Eagles having 18 carries. He got intercepted against the 49ers, but we've seen this movie before. We've seen it where he still leads him to a comeback, and that interception occurred in the 3rd quarter with the 49ers in Kansas City territory. They were down 10-3, and they managed to get a 3-and-out. So the Chiefs' 3-peat is on the way right here. Patrick Mahomes is about to have another legendary comeback with Tom Brady in the building. Another scripted comeback. Who would have thought? A scripted comeback for Patrick Mahomes. 18 points to win the football game. 18 plus 18. And 10 previous passing attempts in the game. They want history to be made tonight. Patrick Mahomes Hey, I think he'll score 10 points the rest of this half. He's going to score 10 points. These stats are all synced up. 10 is still the very big number. He did get an interception return on his birthday, number 33. But 666, Patrick Mahomes, big epic comeback. That's your 666. Chiefs go plus 18 the rest of the way. The improbable comeback with money. Mahomes is his name. What a comeback. I think Andy's come out to a 17-point comeback. This feels like Super Bowl 51. This feels exactly like Super Bowl 51. Just watch. It's gonna be 14. It's gonna be 7. It's gonna be it'll probably be a 10-point deficit at halftime. It'll be a 10-point. It'll be 24 points at halftime. This is the stuff out of movies. The improbable, achieving the improbable. That's what Kansas is gonna do. Oh, they absolutely will come back. The game is rigged. Remember. You'll still get the touchdown on his birthday. Saquon's having a terrible game on his birthday. Now the Chief haters are watching the whole rest of the game because they up 17-0. This is all by design. Even if your Mahomes scores a touchdown, he's still losing. He's still losing. He's still losing. Right out of a movie.
As you can imagine, Kevin, a lot of emotion on the Chiefs sideline. Of course, Travis Kelce with a couple of drops that he's had today. The sideline's been pretty calm and cool when they were down 10-0. But then, of course, the big 6. And we're seeing different emotion. This was Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were trying to talk to him on the sidelines. And he said over and over, I got it, I got it. Created Humphrey screaming at the offensive line.
Insanely rigged.
Week 6, and amazing that he's back before the season and his career was over. Said he was retiring. I'm sorry to bring up bad memories. I know it's not.
I think Tom Brady might be enjoying this.
Really, you're going to bring up Brett now? He's actually my fellow Wolverine and a great friend.
He won't mind seeing Patrick Mahomes 4 Super Bowls behind. Greatness can come at any second right now.
It can't become a one-dimensional game. Going into this drive, they only had one carry. There's 25 minutes in the game. They started it with 2 runs here that they didn't get much. And that's the challenge. Now you're in these must-pass situations against the number 1 pass defense in the league. And a punch formation here.
Man, this guy has fought. His line is not giving him any protection whatsoever.
He just is not that comfortable right now, kind of moving left. And again, I wouldn't expect him to be very comfortable with the way this pass rush is really getting after this offensive line. Williams.
Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever if he wins this game. Mahomes is a fraud. They'll probably get at least 20 points for the half. You start to think with the referees that everyone was saying it's all rigged for the Chiefs, it's all rigged for the Chiefs, it's all rigged for the Chiefs, and then they're not winning. That it's not rigged for the Chiefs. That it's not rigged for the Chiefs. Wonder what kind of game the NFL is playing right here. That the whole time you said we wanted Patrick Mahomes to win, but the Eagles are winning.
Summarizes are how we practice asking for our name. What bird is this? I feel like when we
Oh, it's all gematria. It is.
What do you want to create next?
What do you mean? Oh, it's not gematria. Jalen Hurts is 38. Louisiana's 38. Hey, the 666 looked pretty good. Instead, it's just Saquon on his birthday. That's it. Mahomes is not overtaking Brady. He has a lot of years left to try to cover the gap.
All right, ready, guys? You gotta hear me loud though, okay?
He may never ever get the 7 Super Bowls. I can see 5 or 6.
I am somebody. I may be young.
Andy Reid retire after the Super Bowl. They said he wants to come back, but damn, this is looking like this is the end of the Kansas City Chiefs as we know it. This team it cannot come back. This team looked completely lost and petrified and shell-shocked and completely oblivious.
Protected, never rejected.
Everything lined up with the 18, at least after Lamar Hunt's death, at least after Norma Hunt's death, that the Chiefs would have an attempt of history, an attempt to win the 18th game. Their deaths are still synced up with the narrative of the three-peat, the narrative that it exists.
The Eagles have been here before. This is their 5th appearance. It started in 19.
The Kansas City Chiefs are losing. Woo! Yeah, they're losing. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl. It is it's Hurts, that's Brady, it's gematria. You know, Philadelphia could be 2-3 in the Super Bowl. You know, if they do win the Super Bowl. Revenge against the Patriots and Tom Brady. Revenge against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. They're going to allow everyone. The NFL was afraid. They were afraid of losing people forever. They were so scared of people never ever watching football again that the plan was to ride with the Taylor Swift game. You can't win them all. I've won a lot of championships. I've won the last 3 or 4 Super Bowls that Kansas City won. And, you know, if you're smart, you know, you go with the Chiefs until someone beats them. You never ever fade Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes until he does lose. And Big Daddy Patty lost. Big Daddy Patty lost. Big Daddy Patty lost. Finally, the fraud lost. Finally. The resistance has begun in America. The resistance has begun. Well, Chiefs get the ball, start the second half. And when the Chiefs get rolling, they can be down by 10 points. If the Eagles don't score 3 points here, Chiefs are coming back. But there are numbers that exist for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl again. Brady and Hurts are 23. If the Eagles improve to 2-3 in the Super Bowl, then that provides some context. I am happy for Vic Fangio if he does win. Oh, he's selling. He's selling. The Chiefs are going to get the ball and they're going to score. Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs! You guys are going backwards. You guys are going backwards. You guys just being plain filthy to your fan base. Why are you going backwards? The money was on the over. Oh, man, they called that on Kansas. Are they cooked or what?
After the play was over, the personal foul on Missouri Ruffles. Defense number 32.
The NFL is saved. The NFL is saved from the Kansas City Chiefs and the referees. He smacked the birthday boy. That is a big no-no after the play. He smacked the birthday boy after the play was over. He thought he could get away with it because he's on the Kansas City Chiefs. He thought he'd get away with it. He's running backwards. And he runs out of bounds. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I thought he got out of bounds. That looked pretty close.
They stay so strong on the line of scrimmage and they string those plays out to the perimeter where those interior defenders
I mean, the over was 49. I'm just saying. If they can make this 24 points or something, Chiefs get the ball back, score a scripted touchdown.
So, look, the Eagles have played obviously very, very well. They got a pick six touchdown from Cooper DeJean. Now for the Chiefs.
Eagles are choking. If they want to win this game, they have to score 20 points. You cannot give the Chiefs any reason to come back into the game. Number 33 is the MVP of the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts is a choker. It was number 33 that got the interception. Jalen Hurts choked. My MVP is DeJohn. He's my MVP as of right now. The Eagles are trying to go backwards. They're trying to go backwards. He doesn't stay in bounds. Oh, he lost balance. He couldn't change his body, direction of his body, because he had the first down right there. He had the first down right there. Eagles are choking. They needed that first down. They're choking. What are you talking about? The Constitution says you're done after 2 terms. There's going to be a different nominee in 4 years. I don't know what you're talking about. He's a lame duck president. He's literally a lame duck. He won't be running in 4 years. Thank God the Chiefs are losing, man. Sick and tired of that fucking team. Sick and tired of Kansas. Sick and tired of them, man. Mahomes is such a fraud. He's not better than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football. Mahomes shows he can only win because of refs. He is such a fraud. He is nothing without his referees. Mahomes is a joke. Mahomes is god-awful.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how they can make this guy the face of the NFL over Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football.
Oh, but she's fine.
Burrow's the best.
Brad Pringles.
There cannot be disputing who the best quarterback in the game is. It is Joseph Lee Burrow. Burrow wouldn't choke this bad, would he, if he were playing this game today? He would not. Joe Burrow's going to deal the final dagger. If you are the Buffalo Bills, you guys are a mitigated disaster. You had one job against this team that is worse than last year's Chiefs team. Buffalo is a mitigated disaster. That's one team that I always have correctly predicted to lose in the playoffs against Kansas City. That team right there. For once, they don't sync up this game around a white supremacist ritual. For once, they allowed the black man to win the Super Bowl. Well, Super Bowl 59 is your Super Bowl. The birthplace of Doug Williams. New Orleans it's not New Orleans. Doug Williams is born at Louisiana. If there's a reason why the Chiefs are winning, it's because of Doug Williams. Oh, NBA team can win at 17 because NBA is 17. Well, that dispels that false notion, and this dispels the notion. Yeah, Chiefs get the ball back. Comeback time. Comeback time. Money Mahomes. He gets a touchdown before the end of the half. Down by 10 points. We're ready to roll with the Chiefs. I'm ready to roll with the Chiefs. I'm ready to roll with the Chiefs. There's only one Chief. Big Daddy Patty, Money Mahomes. If you're watching this game right now, what in God's name are the Chiefs are doing? Patty, Big Daddy Patty, Money Mahomes. Now's your time. Chiefs touchdown. End of the half. Chiefs get the ball. Third quarter. Touchdown. Kansas City. 2 touchdowns. Here we go. 17-14. Y'all said it's over? Where you at right now? Chiefs about to score 2 touchdowns. He's about to score 2 touchdowns on y'all. Patrick Mahomes is Big Daddy Patty. When will they flip the script? Make the scoreboard rain. Make this the greatest Super Bowl ever. The Kansas City Chiefs dynasty. We are going for the touchdown. Big Daddy Patty. You're the GOAT. You need to deliver. His offensive line certainly needs to help Patrick Mahomes. His offensive line is doing a terrible job. 2 touchdowns. End the half. 1 touchdown. Begin the third quarter. Chiefs are not trying because they're here to make history. They're here to flip the script. 2 timeouts, Kansas. 2-minute offense. Oh, he choked. Wow. Big Daddy Patty is finished. He is finished. Look at him. He's finished. Patrick Mahomes, you're finished. He's absolutely finished. Look at that. Look at that. The Chiefs are cooked. The Chiefs are absolutely cooked. These guys are cooked. Eagles have finally won. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the Chiefs have lost. This is a win for the NFL fans of this league. Man, glad these fucking Kansas City Chiefs have lost. The Chiefs have lost the game. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Jalen Hurts is 23, Brady 23, Philadelphia 2-3 in the Super Bowl. There we go. I don't know who the MVP of the game is going to be. I think it's number 33. Jalen. All right. We won the Super Bowl. Thank goodness. It's over for your Kansas City Chiefs. I correctly predicted the last 9 playoff wins for Kansas City. I'm glad it's over. Big Daddy Patty lost. I knew it was going to happen eventually. There's going to be no 4-peat. There is only going to be an attempt for a 3-peat. An attempt for a 3-peat because it's a narrative. It's over. Thank goodness they've lost. Thank goodness the Kansas City Chiefs are getting demolished. They're getting demolished. Thank goodness. Eagles have won. Touchdown! It's over for the Chiefs. It's over for the Chiefs. It's over. It's over for you guys. You guys are frauds. You guys are frauds. You guys are a joke. The Chiefs are a joke. They are a joke. Yeah. Big Daddy Patty's a fraud. Thank goodness he never gonna get 7-8 Super Bowl. He never ever will get 7-8 Super Bowl.
Serially excited as they should be. It has been all Eagles this first half. Unbelievable. This game has been all about the line of scrimmage. Howie Roseman believes.
Let's go! We're the Raiders! We're the Oakland Raiders, are we? Ah! Kansas lost! Kansas lost! Kansas lost! Kansas lost! Ha ha! How you doing, Kansas City Queens? Look at you. You thought you were 3-peat. Ha ha ha! Thank you for making me money over the last 3 years. It finally came to an end. Thank goodness. Raiders! 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 Be the Oakland Raiders! Your team lost! Ha ha! Kansas City Queens. You are lost! You lost! You lost! Ha 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 ha! Woo! Down go the Quakes! Down go the Quakes! Ha ha! Thank God they didn't 3-peat. Thank God they didn't 3-peat. Fuck the Chiefs! Ha ha! Fuck them! Fuck the Chiefs! Raiders are the best team! Winningest team in football! Tuck rules, throw it all! We should have 5 Super Bowls, not you, bitch, that Kansas City Queen! Tuck rules, throw this team! We got screwed by Tom Brady! Oh yeah, how you doing, Kansas? How you doing? We're gonna end your dynasty. I hope we do. Raiders still suck. I'm a real Raider. I'm a real fan of football. Fuck you, faggot. You won't be missed. I was right about the election. Kamala won the election. I'm a Cardinal and a Raiders fan. Those are my 2 teams, Cardinals and Raiders. Hey, fuck you! Fuck you! You always start talking shit about the Cardinals, and you, what is up with that? I know this team sucks. I know Kyler sucks. Ah, Chiefs lost! Chiefs lost! Thank God they lost! Let's go! Pete Carroll era! We're gonna get a winner in town! I hope. Jim Harbaugh. We should have had Jim Harbaugh. We should have had Jim Harbaugh. We should have had Jim Harbaugh. I feel bad for anyone who decided not to watch the Super Bowl. Who didn't watch the Super Bowl? Who actually walked the walk? Yeah! Raiders! Raiders! He's a fraud. Patrick Mahomes is a fraud. Thank God he lost. Thank God he lost. I made lots of money on the Chiefs over the last 2 years. I've made lots of money up until the Super Bowl. Well, thank goodness, thank goodness. NFL script entertainment, but hey, I'm glad the Chiefs lost. I already won the Super Bowl before it even started. I already won before the first kick of the game. Because I was going to win no matter what. Mahomes sucks. No one wants to tackle him. This fraud, no one wants to even tackle. No one wants to even tackle this guy. Hey, this referee. Oh, yeah, make it 49-0. Give us must-watch TV. 49-0 is the score. And these guys got murdered, this Chiefs offensive line, in the same way that Tampa's D-line just destroyed Kansas offensive line. They're getting manhandled by this Philadelphia Eagles front four. 23 points in the second half. Jalen Hurts 23, Brady 23. There should be a connection with the Bengals' loss to the Eagles in the Bengals winning the next Super Bowl. I am the only guy who's called Super Bowl 60 4 years in advance. I was just a teeny bit short this year. I made it to the last game of the year. I made it to the last game. The Chiefs didn't win. You're not going to win them all. I've won the last 4 or 5 years. You're not going to win them all. That is the nature of predictions by probability. Andy Reid, Super Bowl win over the Eagles and Super Bowl loss against the Eagles. It's it for Andy Reid. He's done. The Chiefs have no chance of winning the Super Bowl at the stadium of the 49ers. Yeah, we need Cam Ward on our team. Hopefully we beat the Chiefs next year. Hopefully. Yeah, they can't have to go. He dropped it. They don't want this GOAT debate to end after one Super Bowl. This is what it comes down to. This is why the Eagles won the game. They had Julio Jones. They had Matt Ryan. But this Eagles team is on a whole other level. 3P24, the game is over. Now I'm here to talk about the Bengals winning the Super Bowl next year. The 24-0 score at the half. And when you think of 24, just think about Bengals. Think about Bengals and Joe Burrow. The 24-0 score at the half. Just think about Kobe being a Philadelphia fan, being a fan of the Eagles. 24 connects to the winner of next year's Super Bowl. The Bengals, I have correctly predicted to win the Super Bowl 4 years in advance. It's the end of the three-peat, 24-0 at the half. Three-peat is 24. The three-peat attempt in the last Super Bowl, a unsuccessful three-peat attempt. Bengals is Camacho 24. The Eagles win the Super Bowl with a 24-0 lead at the half. The Bengals are the winner of next year's Super Bowl. On the NFC side, I do like the Lions. If the Lions don't make it to the Super Bowl, Lions is Camacho 24. Then in the 106th season, number 2 I like behind would be the Packers in the 106th season in the league. But overall, I like the Lions to make a roaring comeback to play in their first ever Super Bowl in franchise history. Jalen Hurts, the winner of this year's Super Bowl. The Raiders owner watching from the broadcasting booth. Hurts and Brady. And the Eagles are now 2-3 in the Super Bowl, beating a 23-5 by Pat Mahomes September 17, 1995, 24. His numbers add up to 23. Mahomes is now 3-2 in the Super Bowl. Chiefs is 32. Is he on his way to becoming the greatest ever quarterback in the history of football? Well, he's got to win without Andy Reid, for starters. Birthday boy with the 38-yard interception return, Louisiana 38. It's a rigged, scripted game. And, the Bengals did lose against the champs last year. Remember the Bengals-Eagles game? So that was 37-17. October 27th. So, the Eagles are winning next year's Super Bowl. Eagles were 5-2 like Super Bowl 52. They win their next Super Bowl. And then the Bengals are the scripted winner of next year's Super Bowl because it all connects to Joe Montana and Joe Burrow being unbeaten in the postseason. February the 8th is the day of next year's title game. Time flies so fast. 2026. 1 year, 3 months. That's kind of like Super Bowl at LA. That's kind of like 13 colonies. The delegates from 13 colonies met at Philadelphia to declare independence. I think about 16 months after the Eagles-Bengals matchup, I'm thinking about Joe Montana, number 60. I'm thinking about the Bengals at 16 playoff losses all time in their history. These are the things that you have to look at as far as that game goes. Now, next year's season begins on September the 4th. Joe Burrow's birthday is on December the 10th. What's the amount of time from Joe Burrow's birthday, from the beginning of the NFL season to the birthday of Joe Burrow is 3 months, 6 days. 36 would be Joe Montana. 36 years after Super Bowl 24, that the Bengals end up winning the Super Bowl. They appeared in a Super Bowl, I think, 33 years later. 33. It may have been the first of 2 Super Bowl losses for Cincinnati. But 97 days from the season to Joe Burrow's birthday, and Burrow's gematria 97. The Joe Burrow script calls for him to be perfect in the postseason, to miss the playoffs 2 years, but losing the postseason doesn't go against the postseason record. So that's kind of why the Bengals were kind of scripted to miss the playoffs during these past couple of years because it is not supposed to go against Joe Burrow's playoff record. So let me go to Burrow's birthday right here. The birthday of Burrow to the day of the Super Bowl next year. "60 days from Burrow's birthday is the Super Bowl next year. 60 days, 8 weeks and 4 days. 84 would be gematria of the loss against the Rams. 60 days would be gematria of Bengals. And Bengals 39, reverse, and the Bengals 39. The Super Bowl's on the 39th day of the year. But what about Jalen Hurts' birthday, too? Joe Burrow's birthday, the winner of the Super Bowl this year. Finally, a cold day in hell where a black quarterback wins the Super Bowl. It's no coincidence Doug Williams was born at Louisiana. That's kind of what I predicted at the start of the year. That was what I predicted at the start of the year. The winner was the Eagles and not the Ravens, so I was right even at the start of the year. And my final prediction, my final predicted winner, made it to the Super Bowl. So overall, I would say it's been a highly successful NFL season of predicting. Round to round, as far as future winner goes, I would give it a C because the Chiefs are not scripted to go all the way. But what I said at the start of the year resonated all the way to the very last game of the season. So I'll give myself a pat in the back that I broke down the Doug Williams tribute because I was absolutely correct, and that's GOAT material right there. I knew it. I got the wrong year. Let's see. I'll play Raider Nation again. 4 months, 3 days is gematria of champion. That's the amount of time from Jalen Hurts' birthday to Joe Burrow's birthday, in case if you're curious. Now, what about the overall record? When I think of the Bengals, I'm thinking of J.D. Vance from Ohio. That's what I'm thinking as far as the connection to Ohio and current. He's not really a vice president. No one hears anything about him. But J.D. Vance is the vice president. He's from Ohio, and the Buckeyes won. But the next pro championship can involve a team from Ohio. And everything with 60 suggests it is the Bengals to lose. And Joe Burrow has 38 wins in the regular season. That is gematria of Louisiana. That's gematria of Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow does have 38 wins. Jalen Hurts is 61. It's 6 months and a day from his birthday to next year's Super Bowl. So sometimes when you do the birthday duration, it can connect to the fact that he is a defending champion and his next birthday would be 6 months and a day before Super Bowl 60. But there we go. 24 points at the half, and Bengals is 24, and Bengals is 60, and 60 days from Burrow's birthday is the Super Bowl. So those are some really revealing tributes, underlying tributes that may connect to the outcome of next year's Super Bowl championship. Well, hey, look at Eagles is gematria of Levi's Stadium. Levi's is 67. I think it is 67 weeks after the Eagles-Bengals game would be next year's Super Bowl. So that's how we connect the venue to the Eagles-Bengals game. That was a really, really, really big game. You think about the stadium and location sequence, Levi's Stadium and Joe Burrow's exact gematria, and then you look at Louisiana. Well, that's the same exact gematria as Jalen Hurts. And you look at Glendale gematria 33. That's same exact gematria as Patrick Mahomes. You see all this right there. Then the before-after sequence last year's Super Bowl at Las Vegas, and then Hurts is 86 and 23, and Brady's 23. It can fall right on Louisiana if you're Jalen Hurts. It can fall right on Glendale if you're Patrick Mahomes. But it could come after the Super Bowl of Las Vegas if you are Jalen Hurts. So that's how you look at interpretive stage of Gematria. Now, what's the problem with the Bengals appearing in Super Bowl 61? Is it too much of a coincidence if Joe Burrow, his only 2 Super Bowls are at the same stadium? So that's the big problem I have with the Bengals in Super Bowl 61, because they can't just have one team make it to the same stadium 2 for 2. It wasn't 2 for 2, I think, for Tom Brady. Let's see, Glendale. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is with Glendale, but Tom Brady Super Bowl 42, Brady Super Bowl 29, Mahomes Super Bowl 57. Something going on there with Glendale. I don't think it's just the 33 connection to think about. But the main thing I see with 24 is next year's winner. It's not just the end of a three-peat, but it's also next year's Super Bowl that this is going to connect to. I think the Bengals are going to end the Chiefs season next year. Well, there ain't no 666. Saquon's birthday. He wins on his birthday. Patrick Mahomes would go for a three-peat. He would go for a three-peat. It's not an automatic conclusion. Oh, three-peat, because it's 45. But he would go for a three-peat. He would go for the attempt. The three-peat narrative would be there for the Super Bowl. His name is Dejon. He got the touchdown today, 38 yards. Hey, Bengals is 24. Lions is 24. Wow, isn't there 29 winners from the AFC? Basically, Joe's Gematria 30. 30th winner on the AFC side. Joe 33. I think so. Resistance is coming. Resistance is coming. Patrick, loser Trump was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of Patrick Mahomes." Ha, loser! How do you like that, Donald Trump? That's right. Everyone hates the Chiefs. Everyone hates you. You're all having a disastrous week. Both this administration and also for the Kansas City Chiefs, this was a mitigated disaster. Mahomes is a joke. They're not going to come back. I would be surprised if they script the comeback. People are just going to stop watching football. People are going to stop watching football if you pull a Super Bowl 51 on everybody again. 24 is still smaller than 38. But this game is over. I'm just curious to see how bad of a beatdown it's going to be. I haven't seen this bad of a beatdown since Super Bowl 48. The Broncos got destroyed by the Seahawks. I can't remember a recent Super Bowl where one team. The Bucs ran away with it after the half, but the Broncos got the living shit taken to them. I mean, it was like, what was it? 21-3 or 28-3 is what I'm talking about. The Broncos couldn't get a first down against the Legion of Boom. Oh, who's that clown? He looks like a hobo or whatever. The clown on Fox. The guy who's from Kansas. What is his name? Nick Wright? Ah, what a doofus. The Lakers against Celtics is your NBA Finals this year. Kobe Bean Bryant retires him at Beantown. So who are the Lakers going to lose to in the first round? They're going to lose in the first round. Off the ease, has been on the Laker wagon all year. He just I know you're joking. I know you're joking. There's zero chance this Lakers team, as currently constructed, without Mark Williams, can lose against OKC. The Thunder don't really have a center. Hartenstein is good, but Hachimura can take him on. Goki Naban can take him on. Guys will switch. Whoever's going to rebound in the near post in the paint. Now, I guess the split part is on. Now that Taylor's not at the center of attention. This is a fake relationship if they do separate. I don't know who the Lakers son is going to be for the meantime. For now, I think Goki the Bond can handle some of these rebounding responsibilities. I have faith that Christian Wood will be back this year. They could be within 10 points, but let's be real. Saquon could have a big second half. Who's stopping Luka Doncic? Nobody. Only Goki the Bond can stop Luka Doncic. Goki the Bond's going to retire, and that's what's going to stop Luka Doncic. This is a great day. This is a great day, baby. The Chiefs are going down, finally. Finally a cold day in hell, finally. Let's all rejoice. This team is going down, finally. How am I hedging? I don't understand what you're saying. I did have the Chiefs win the three-peat, but I bet with emotion. I bet with logic. That's why I'm happy the Chiefs lost, because I'm like, logically speaking, okay, Kansas City. I don't like Kansas City, but I told you guys they would beat the Eagles. They did. I told you they'd win last year, and they did. And the whole time I'm a Raider fan. But I know that betting with the emotions is terrible. So this year, Chiefs to win the conference, Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl, but they did make it back to the Super Bowl. They did. I think everybody had the Bills winning last week. I knew they would be in the Super Bowl this year. And at the start of the year, I told you, black quarterback. In a way, I was right. It just wasn't going to be Lamar Jackson. It was going to be Jalen Hurts. I was talking about Doug Williams before the start of the season because he was born at Louisiana. Only black quarterbacks win on a native team. Well, it has nothing to do with playing on a native team. We all know that's not true. The most anticlimactic outcome would be another scripted Chiefs championship. Man. But this halftime score is going to connect to definitely the next Super Bowl it is. The Bengals are winning the Super Bowl next year. Cincinnati is next year's winner. That's what the score is telling you. $24-0 lead. Bengals at 60. Burrow's your winner next year. Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football. Joe Burrow is going to allow the AFC to win for the 30th time, and Joe's Gamache at 30. So that's what it comes down to. And like I told you with the psyop at the start of the year, it wasn't LSU guys gonna win at the Superdome. It's the following Super Bowl after the one at the Superdome. And so the Bengals are gonna win. I mean, Bengals is 60, Super Bowl 60. It doesn't work like that every single year, obviously. The team's name is Super Bowl 60, or the team's name is Super Bowl 61. That doesn't really work every year, but in this case, I know it is going to happen because the Super Bowl next year is 60 days after Joe Burrow's birthday. Why did Josh Allen win the MVP? Well, he dove in the snow at the 49ers. He beat the Kansas City Chiefs. He wasn't carried by a Pro Bowl running back, so that's why he won MVP. Because Lamar was carried by Derrick Henry. He was carried by King Henry, so that's why Lamar didn't win it. And they're tired of giving it to one guy every year, so that's partially why Josh Allen won MVP. I'm here for the comments now.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
It is a presentation of the NFL. It is a production, is what it is. It is a production at the end of the day.
What's this? A Thorposaurus Rex? Come on, Chad. I don't want any trouble.
Leave him alone. Kick your butt, Chad. Hey, Chad. Check out the new girl. Ew, what is she wearing?
Girls don't play football.
They do where I'm from.
Get a load of this one. Think fast.
You think fast. Right into Jimmy Johnson.
This ain't over. We just
getting started, Chad.
Let's go.
I wonder what Joe Cool is in Gematria. Joe Cool's Gematria of Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's settle this once and for all. Your best guy, whatever, versus our best guy.
I think the 666 was a trap, and ultimately it was overthinking from Saquon and Cooper DeJohn's birthday.
I agree.
The Eagles have won the Super Bowl. Hurts is 23. Brady's 23. Eagles are 2-3 in the Super Bowl. So another rigged Super. The Giants have to live this down. Chiefs are a joke. I'm so glad they didn't win. I'm so glad the Raiders won. The Chiefs are never, ever going to win a Super Bowl ever again with Andy Reid. It is over for the Kansas City Chiefs. It is over. It is over for Kermit the Frog. It is over. I never ever want anyone to compare him to Tom Brady ever again. Don't you ever call him Tom Brady. Thank God he lost. Raiders! You wasted your last 20 seconds typing all that to see your comment removed. Ha 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 ha. I stick with my pick the whole year. It's what I did. Chiefs win the Super Bowl. They were one game short. Chiefs are playing for the Super Bowl. I know. He typed all of that just to not even have his comment appear. Wow. That's 20 seconds of his life he can't get back. The Chiefs weren't ready for the football! Were they? Ah! Chiefs suck. These guys are terrible. I'd be very surprised if they want to piss off the entire world. People are pissed at the officiating last week, 2 weeks ago. NFL is going to risk alienating fans for the rest of their lives. Fans will never watch football if the Chiefs win this game. That's why I think this game was sold. The NFL was reading everybody's comments. They knew people were never going to watch football ever again if the Chiefs were allowed to win and make NFL history. They knew that was too much of a price to pay. That the long-term detriment of losing fans hurt more than the short-term effects of having Taylor Swift people.
Join us in ending childhood hunger. Fresh for everyone.
All right, team. We work hard.
Mahomes is a fraud! Mahomes is a fraud! Mahomes is a joke. So his playoff record is 17-4. Okay, 17-4 is the number. Number of the beast, I think, is 174. If you have this guy come back, he's greater than Tom Brady. It's like this could be bad.
Upgrading capacity from 10 to 40 gigs and laid over 1,300 miles of fiber optic cable across the city.
Halftime show feels like it's 45 minutes. Feels like it keeps getting longer every year. The Bengals are winning. They're scripted to win next year. Now this gets juicy. Mahomes is at 3, but Burrow is at 1, and he's catching up, Burrow's catching up. He's only 2 away. He's 9-2 in the playoffs. That's what Burrow winning the Super Bowl would do next year. Big Daddy Patty, you suck. You're no longer Big Daddy Patty. You're a joke. Mahomes is a fraud. He's a joke. 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. It is possible. They're going to go for 2. 8 by 3. By 3 touchdowns gives you 24. And now Brady is born on 8-3 in New Orleans, Louisiana. If the Chiefs want to win this game, they have to go for 3 2-point conversions.
You're looking to gain some sort of confidence in what you're doing here. 24-point touchdown. You got to just
it is over. I believe history is being made. The Chiefs are going to come back and score 8 touchdowns by 3 points, but by 2-point conversions. 8-3 is the march of New Orleans, Louisiana. The Eagles may have won the game, but now I believe the comeback is on. 3 2-point conversions for the 3-peat. The 24-24 game history is about to be made. It still can be achieved until it is not, or maybe it has. Let's go, Kansas City! Is the NFL scripted for you, or is it scripted for the birthday boys? Hopefully, you guys are cooked. Hopefully. Now that would be an amazing Mamba-style comeback victory. Let's go. It is still possible. Mahomes is a joke. He only beat Fraud Turdy. He beat Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a joke. Jimmy Gar. Now it was impossible to come back, but now with the 2-point conversion, it is possible. But that is their only chance. 2-point conversion. Guys ain't trying to tackle. This could be an attempt of making history.
Consultant Fangio, 66 years old, first year defensive coordinator for the Eagles, second time ever here. You know, starting his career with the Philadelphia Stars of the USFL hometown guy. Gives it a shot so far.
Oh, that guy is cooked.
It's just Sweat again. He's got 2 to go for the game.
It is still possible. A touchdown by 3 2-point conversions. This game is over. Three-peat Camacho is only. There's no assumptions with three-peat. It was only that there's going to be the narrative of the three-peat. They're going to play for the chance for a three-peat, but it's not a guarantee that the three-peat would occur.
17. Mahomes. Feelings open. Snap chasing in the pen. Mahomes is still on his feet. Look at this run by Mahomes.
Mahomes is a fraud. Go home, you bum. 0 points. You're a fraud. You're no GOAT. You're a fraud. Your name is no longer Big Daddy Patty Money Mahomes.
The defense pressured Mahomes 41% of the time. First half today, 47% pressure rate. And now 2 more sacks. Anytime you go against
If he's smart, he should go to the Bengals. If he wants a ring, he needs to go to the Bills or the Bengals. Let's take a look at Deebo Samuel can win the Super Bowl at Levi's if he's a member of the Bengals. Give up draft picks for this guy? Bengals should acquire another wide receiver. 22 touchdowns. Levi's 22 equals 22 equals the winner of the last Super Bowl. Look at that. He's a mediocre receiver. He's a mediocre receiver in the system. He's too overrated, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Whoever's the dynasty, it doesn't matter what team. People could have hate on that team. People would hate on the Ravens if it was the Ravens. People would hate on the Bills if it was the Bills. The Bengals are winning the Super Bowl next year. I'm curious what moves the Bengals are going to make, but the Bengals are going to win the championship next year 100% guaranteed. I would be shocked if they don't end up winning the Super Bowl. I believe the Bengals will. Burrow's going to be 9-2 in the playoffs. Jalen Alexander Hurts is Camacho of the Bengals. Jalen Alexander Hurts. When you write his name in Scottish, right?
I hate you because I don't understand you. Because I need someone to blame. Because I'm just following others. Because I'm just angry. I hate you because I think you hate me. Then I hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
Andy Reid, it's another loss. He's 3-3 in the Super Bowl. Mahomes is a complete and utter fraud. The Chiefs are completely fraudulent. It's great to win 3 Super Bowls. However, when you shit the bed in 2 out of 5 Super Bowls, this looks really, really bad for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's really, really bad to shit the bed in 2 out of 5 Super Bowls. They didn't lose close. They didn't have a bad quarter and lose. They shot the bed at Tampa. They shot the bed at New Orleans.
To cities that will host NFL games in the next 2 seasons, whether staying up late or tuning in early Monday mornings. Awesome to see the growth of passionate NFL fans globally. Here's how it's changed, right? You're talking about the NFL champion.
The Eagles, this is their only Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. He only won because of the running back. It's still a white supremacist ritual because he only won because of his star running back.
So the Eagles defense gets that early stop. Now back to the offense at 24-0. Saquon Barkley, the run game is
It's a Philadelphia tribute. Anthony Davis's last game against the 76ers. Kobe's birth at Philadelphia.
He's done so much this year, but you gotta think that's an area of his game that's kind of untapped.
Absolutely. Him in the passing game, he's got great hands. And the good thing about him is when he's in
I think this will be 38-0 Eagles. Who wants to bet?
as much. And the reason being is this Kansas City defense has been all over him. They're making sure he's not a factor.
The Bengals are 100% going to win next year's Super Bowl. I know the Bills are going to choke and lose again. Everybody is going to bet on the Bills to win the AFC next year. Everybody is going to bet on Buffalo to win the AFC. They're going to look at a game like this, and they know Kansas State making it back. So everyone's going to bet on Buffalo. But that's where the house always wins. Josh Allen's the fraud who lost 4 games. He's never, ever beaten Joe Burrow. He's never, ever beaten Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is that guy in the postseason. And the Bills are not allowed to win until they move into the new stadium. Go, Hurts! Go! Go! Take it to the Kansas City Queens. Andy Reid will probably retire after this game.
When they come around the secondary, he feels any space. He takes that, and there's nobody going to catch him. Always trying to trap him.
The Chiefs are going to get shut out, man. Patrick Mahomes' career is over. Thank God the fraud's career is over. Run up the scoreboard! Go, Eagles! Fly, Eagles! Now, how bad do they shit the bed against the Bucs? It's all rigged by money. So if the Chiefs and the Lions didn't win the top 2 choices in the futures market, then the Bills are going to be the top choice next year. So the Bills are going to choke. There's too much money on the Bills. That's why you cannot go with the Bills. There's too much money on Buffalo. Everybody is going to go with the Bills after this game. Everybody is going to bet on Buffalo. But Buffalo's going to choke again. Burrow is going to win when no one expects him to. But he is the GOAT. He is the best quarterback in the game. Joe Burrow is better than any other fraud like Patrick Mahomes out there that exists. Or a fraud like Tom Brady who rides the coattails of Bill Belichick. A fraud like Patrick Mahomes who rides the coattails of a great play caller, Andy Reid. Joe Burrow is the best of the best. His playoff record says so. His stats say so. Burrow is the very best of the very best.
The strength of our game is running. Let's cut down on the pass plays. Develop more run plays.
Jalen Hurts win the Super Bowl after losing his first Super Bowl. Now we got Jared Goff against Joe Burrow next year. Lions are going to beat the Eagles. Now the defending champion Eagles, their first loss next year would be Jalen Hurts' 34th loss, his 24th loss of his career. Now Bengals is 24th. The Bengals are the team that's coded to win next year. I think Jamar Chase has 46 career touchdown catches. Levi Stadium 46, champion 43, Burrow 23 touchdowns last year. Ha! Down you go, Kansas. Down you go. I mean, maybe the Bengals will get the number 1 seed.
It's not necessarily their specialty, so as long as it came down with it, I was cool with it. This season in the red area, but again, I just tackled immediately
The game is well over. It is.
I don't think you asked for the Chiefs defense or where they played to one. They have done a great job.
This was a boring Super Bowl. We have to wait 12 more months. This wasn't even a close game. This totally doesn't beat the last 2 years. This game was so one-sided. Chiefs fans in suicide mode. Wow, what a torturous timeout. These guys have to wait on the field for them to come back. Look at that.
Next Sunday at 2:30 Eastern, only on Fox. With that, here he is, Chase Elliott, the Cup Series champion, been NASCAR's most popular driver for 7 straight years.
The Philadelphia Eagles beat both Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
24-0 Eagles. They got it at the 7-yard line. And now, crazy to say in the third quarter, but the time is a real factor here. There's only 6 minutes left in this game.
It could very well be scripted for Mahomes to win 5 or 6 rings, but he'll always be behind Tom Brady.
For the Chiefs at this point, it's a big stop that this Chiefs defense needs to make here.
Now look at that score, 27-0. Dynasty 27. Reed is 27. Look at that.
Absolutely no space. Oh boy, that's Chris Jones. Their best. Yeah, he did a great job right there on that play. Getting into the backfield. Yeah,
Chris Jones is like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done. Get me out of here.
Jones, see if that knee is okay. Here in the third, Eagles up and threatening again.
The GOAT is eternal. Mahomes is a huge, giant fraud, but he wasn't getting any help from his offensive line or his running game. Nick Wright and the Chiefs fans are in suicide mode right now. These guys, oh my God! Cry, Kansas, cry! Cry, Kansas, cry! It's Saquon's birthday! It's NFL says we want to keep the fans from never ever watching football again. It's been a nice ride with 5 Super Bowl appearances in the last 6 years, but all things are coming to an end. Now the public has restored confidence that the NFL is not just rigged for the Chiefs every year. All this ref talk, all this stuff, that was all going against Kansas City all week long. The narrative is that it's rigged, that the Chiefs have won. Why bother showing up? But now that has completely changed. I've correctly predicted a black quarterback to win the Super Bowl for the start of the year. It looked like it would be Kansas City, but my original point was correct that a full-blooded black quarterback was going to win at the birthplace of Doug Williams. This is what I told you at the start of the year. And now this is only the beginning of my prime career. Napoli's about to win the Scudetto. LeBron James is about to win back-to-back rings. The Phillies are going to win the 2029 World Series in their 147th year in the history of the team. Ohtani, number 17, to win World Series MVP 17 years after Hideki Matsui did so, the next Japanese winner to do so. It is never over. It is always the beginning of a new chapter. Now ends the phase of the Kansas City Chiefs. The good part of Kevin Durant's career, the bad part of his career with the Brooklyn Nets, that's the Masonic black and white, good and bad times, good and evil, fortune, misfortune. Definitely Masonic symbology there with this time in Brooklyn. But just think for a second, there are cats out there who predicted against the Chiefs both times when they played San Francisco. There were people who predicted the 49ers would beat the Chiefs. The Eagles would beat them in Super Bowl 57. This is the first time that the Chiefs have lost the Super Bowl that I predicted Kansas to win. Because I predicted all the other Super Bowl wins. A 3-peat was a great riddle. It was a great narrative, but the black quarterback at Louisiana and Doug Williams faded Lamar. Thank goodness I faded Lamar, and ends up being Jalen Hurts. Negroes Camacho 59 at Super Bowl 59. You have to look at Doug Williams. The Eagles beat the Redskins. The Redskins had the only team that had a full-blooded black quarterback win the Super Bowl. So it's over for MAGA. It's over for the right-wing billionaire oligarch, right-wing extremists. A game like this signals that the people are going to fight back against what Elon Musk and his teenage hackers are doing to orchestrate a coup against the U.S. government. When they deny you the access to your Medicare, to your Medicaid, and your Social Security. Go keep LeBron winning the title. Jalen Hurts winning the Super Bowl represents the resistance. Trump did not win the election. I correctly predicted Kamala to win. She had all the votes. The election was rigged against Kamala Harris. The resistance is only began. And just wait till the midterms. Trump's a big-time loser. He was sucking up to Patrick Mahomes all week long. Look at this guy. Everything he touches dies, including the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles will certainly get the 38. They will probably get the 45. Yeah, they will. You're completely washed. Look at you. I correctly said the Bills wouldn't make it to the Super Bowl. What happened? I correctly said a black quarterback would win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. What happened? I told you about Doug Williams. The GOAT did again. I knew it. I was right. I knew it. 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 I was talking about Doug Williams back in February. I was correct. What I said back in February was absolutely correct. I'm the GOAT of basketball. I predicted GOAT King Von win back-to-back rings to tie Michael and Kareem. I'm the GOAT. You don't win everything in football, but I did have the Chiefs being the 49ers. I had them being the 49ers again. I had them being the Eagles. I had them being the Bills this year. They did. They just didn't win the Super Bowl, which is fine. I was wrong about that, but you're not going to win every game. The Chiefs are going to play for a 3-peat. They did. Eagles 18th win, Lakers 18th title, Lakers win the championship every single year. I keep saying Buffalo Bills not going to win until at least Super Bowl 61. What happened? The Bills lost again. Never, not once did I ever predict the Bills to appear in a Super Bowl. Not one time have I predicted the Bills to appear in a Super Bowl that has just been concluded. Continue to do GOAT things. As Kobe Bryant says in his own words, be legendary. I'm already a legend after June. I'm already a legend after Goalkeeping the Bond that beats the New York Knicks. I told you Mahomes was a fake and a fraud. Look at what happened today. He's a fraud. If they let this thing play out without any cheating, these guys get exposed, and they did. Man, thank God that fraud lost. You know what? He's going to commit another turnover. You might as well blast Raider Nation right now. That's all.
The autumn wind is a pirate, striking from sea. Rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering voice sway. The autumn wind
Let's go. Let's go. Finish him off. Finish him off. Finish off the Kansas City Queens.
down and laugh when it's conquered.
The end of our dynasty. Let's go, Raiders. Why does no one want to tackle that fraud? No one wants to tackle Patrick Mahomes. No one even tries to tackle him. No one tried to tackle him. Here, hold it on the offense. They're selling a lot of three-peat gear to Africa. The Kansas City Chiefs won a three-peat, according to Uganda. NFL going to ship off that three-peat gear to Uganda or Congo, somewhere in Africa. Raider Nation! Mahomes is a complete and utter fraud.
The NBA season is heating up. Experience every heart-pounding moment from start to finish.
I'm surprised they don't show Taylor's face in the suite yet.
They don't get it. Gives Eagles great field position here. Just a little bit of time left in the third quarter. If they're not opening this, they're just going to do everything you can to buy some time to see this guy play quicker. Again, if he's probably looking at Kelsey as his first read.
Wow, look at that. I never lied. I only made a prediction. What do you mean you lied? It's called making a prediction. You're going to go with who you think is going to win. It doesn't mean you lied. You asshole. Look at you. Look at you, you bum. Where were you when I called the Chiefs' last 3 titles? Where were you? Where were you when the Chiefs beat the Eagles? Where were you when the Chiefs beat the 49ers? Where were you when the Chiefs beat the Bills? I was right about that. Where were you? That's right. Big Daddy Patty made me lots of money over these past few years. This guy is still the GOAT in my mind as far as the last few years of the NFL. I put my own bag on this game. Are you really stupid? You know it is Saquon's birthday. Why would you do such a blasphemous thing is what I like to know. Come on, man. Come on. Really? Oh, my God, really?
Right this second, at some diner somewhere, I'll have someone really wants a soda. And they're not alone. Because somewhere else, there's a bunch of other someones that are also thinking about soda.
Joe Burrow's the best. Now Burrow's going to beat Mahomes. People ready to call Burrow the best quarterback. You're about to call this guy the best quarterback in football.
What if they were a better soda?
Hey, yo.
Bestie.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink up. It's a drive-through, not a confession booth.
Short poppy, please. Stop spiraling. Get a poppy.
Get a poppy. Get a poppy.
Then what do I do?
Pizza?
Poppy.
You are full of crap. What a crappy ass comment, really. Gematria is the GOAT. Gematria is everything in this world. Jalen Hurts, Gematria 23. Brady, Gematria 23. Philadelphia now 2-3. Super Bowl record. That's Gematria right there. You are a big fat liar. Where were you last year when I predicted the Chiefs? Where were you when I predicted the Chiefs to win Super Bowl 57? Where were you? Nowhere to be found. You had San Francisco last year. Don't worry, you'll eventually be right because every single time you predict the Chiefs to lose, they're inevitably going to lose eventually. Look at that. These cheaters, look at them. Look at that cheating Queefs team. Look at them. Them and loser Trump are big giant losers. Donald Trump was praising Patrick Mahomes all week long. Man, what a big fat giant loser he is. We all knew Kamala won the election. Yeah! Devontae Smith touchdown! Devontae Smith! No! 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 No more Kansas! Y'all cheaters! I rolled the money, baby. I rolled the money, but man, you guys fucking lost. Finally, you lost. I knew the NFL was rigged for you guys. Aha! The no 3-peat for you guys. I rode with y'all all the way to the AFC. You lost the motherfucking game today, Kansas. Hammer in the nail. Look at that. You play like a team that benefits from the reps. I always love you guys because you beat the 49ers, and we know the 49ers are losers. The 49ers are big-time losers. They didn't win the Super Bowl. Ha, ha, ha. Deebo Samuel. Ha, ha. Eagles won. Ha, ha. 49ers. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. You Deebo Samuel, you Nick Bosa. You guys are losers, and you guys are chokers. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, 49ers. The Eagles won. You guys are failures. The 49ers are epic failures. The Eagles owned the 49ers. The Eagles one-upped the 49ers. How about that? The 49ers are chokers. This hurts even more. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. We know how much these 49ers fans hate the Eagles dating back to 2 years ago.
He's had such a great career for the Eagles. Devontae Smith, first-round pick.
This is 34-0 convicted felon Donald Trump seeing a 34-0 annihilation.
This is 34-0 against the two-time defending champions.
Yeah! Yeah! Down go the Quakes. Down go the Quakes. Finally, this team loses for what?
Until we sort that out as the Chiefs find themselves in a monstrous hole.
Are you a small business owner trying to
Mahomes is trash.
Definitely
Thank
use
God.
Wins.com. They offer tools and guidance that help.
That's right. Fuck you, Kansas. You guys lost. We are the Raiders. This team is broken. The Bengals are ready for the big show. Go Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Oh, they're scoring garbage time points now. They're scoring garbage time points. Look at that. What a joke of a pass. Now we just need Harrison Butker to miss a field goal. That misogynist little prick. That's right. Look at loser Trump. He was rooting for the Chiefs. This guy is a loser. Donald Trump is a joke. You racist. He didn't want to see Jalen Hurts win because he's black. I blame Trump. I blame Trump for this. Everything Trump touches, guys. He predicted the Chiefs. He praised Patrick Mahomes. His wife, Brittany, is a big-time my God. She likes me a lot. She really likes me a lot. I'm the greatest ever. He was over the line. Mahomes is a complete and utter fraud. It will not surprise me if Andy Reid retires after this game.
When the offense has a substitution, you have to allow the defense to do the same.
It will not surprise me to see the Chiefs lose.
So that breaks their momentum just a little bit. What's Mahomes feeling right now, frustration-wise? This guy's never been shut out in 3/4 of a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. It's certainly frustrating because he doesn't feel like he can drop back with any level of comfort and read things out the way he typically would. But again, I just don't think he's a guy that blinks in these moments. And I don't care if you're down 34-0. There's a lot of fun at stake. I'm still going to go down here and deliver in the last 15 minutes of this game.
"34 seconds left in the game in the third quarter, too." Yeah, man, I really wanted the Chiefs to score 0 points. Dang it. Mahomes is a joke. The Eagles are going to run up the scoreboard. As Saquon scored a touchdown, yeah, he's going to score in the fourth quarter, isn't he? Wow, look at that. The ball hits the ground before it reaches the intended receiver. That says everything about how the night is going for the Kansas City Chiefs. Eagles, Lions next year. Eagles defending the title. The Lions got to be the team that's, Eagles 49ers would be pretty dope if the Niners, Eagles, Lions, Eagles, divisional round, NFC title. Hey, any of those three, Lions, Eagles, and the other team, the 49ers, those any combination of the matchups between those three teams would be a very entertaining playoffs next year. The Lions playoff revenge against San Francisco. The Lions Eagles, great game. Now Chiefs is Camacho 32, and Mahomes has a 3-2 record in the Super Bowl. Chiefs is Camacho 32. I kind of looked at Patrick Mahomes' body language. It was pretty bad when he entered the stadium. He was wearing an Eagles suit. He pretty much told everyone it was rigged. Mahomes is wearing the green suit because he was telling you who was winning the game. And Mahomes just wanted to tell everyone that what you were seeing out there was not the real Patrick Mahomes. That this was all ritualistic. He was wearing green because he was telling you it was rigged. And now I have to dig up the pregame video of Mahomes, and this guy is totally out of sorts. Like he was told that you are not going to win this Super Bowl.
You took so many shots at me, man. I'm coming right back at you. It's the Rose Revenge tour for Tom Brady. And thank you to Lady Gaga for being such an.
He says, yeah, I got to be there. I got to do my part in the script. He's just doesn't want to be seen. He's shaking his head is down. This guy is just, he knew he was going to lose. I didn't like the body language of Patrick Mahomes for the game. Big time loser Donald Trump predicted the Chiefs praised Mahomes. Yeah, this guy is not one of you guys. He doesn't even watch football. He doesn't step foot in the grocery store. He doesn't own a cat or a dog. This guy is a monster. You don't fade against Big Daddy Patty when he won the Super Bowl the last 2 years. You roll with Big Daddy Patty until he does lose, until it's proven that he can lose. Well, now it's proven that the money train is over. It's over for Kansas. Look, Bengals is 24, and the Eagles had a 24-0 lead at the half. Yeah, I knew that was bad news when he was wearing green today. He knew it wasn't going to be his night. He wore a green-colored Eagle suit. Mahomes didn't look too thrilled whatsoever. So when will we see a three-peat? Will Mahomes actually win the three-peat someday? I think I am correct about that too. I knew he wouldn't get it this attempt. And this is back in February, March from my memory. It could be Super Bowl 64, 65, and 66 is when it does happen. I did the video on it. I was right then. I did a video on the real Chiefs three-peat. 64, 65, and 66. From Mahomes' sixth ring in his 15th season, over 9 years and 5 months after Lenny Dawson's death, Mahomes will three-peat. That'd be crazy if he does it against the Bears. That would be crazy. But 10 years after his first Super Bowl title at Miami, Mahomes and Kansas City will win Super Bowl 64 to begin the three-peat run in the under 10th NFL season. So 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. So the numbers are dead on. I think his next Super Bowls will be the actual three-peat. 64 years after Super Bowl II, like the mantra of Kansas City Chiefs. Well, I correctly predicted the Bills to lose last week. I correctly predicted the Chiefs to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Where were you for that? I'm right about Real Madrid winning the league this year. I'm right about Napoli winning the Scudetto this year. I'm right about the Bills losing the playoffs again. I was right about the Bengals winning a Super Bowl in the future, Super Bowl 60. That's funny. Those same people here saying I'm wrong, they're the same people who predicted San Francisco last year. Wow. Look at that. I did predict the three-peat to happen, Super Bowl 66. I was right. I did the video on it. I still have it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. There's Super Bowl 58. I correctly predicted last year's Super Bowl. I was absolutely right about that. I told you what would happen 2 Januaries ago. There's Super Bowl 57. So you're not going to win them all. You're going to win the majority of them. I told you the Yankees were making it to the World Series 15 years later because Great Judge knows 15-6. I told you Ohtani was not going to win MVP because the next Japanese MVP is going to happen 17 years later. So it's bad news for the Dodgers this year, but it's going to be great news for the Dodgers in 2026 because that is 17 years after 2009 when, let's not forget, Hideki Matsui won World Series MVP. But this is the end of the Chiefs. It is over for them beyond this year. Louisiana 38. The Chiefs beat the Eagles. The first matchup 38-35. I had a lot of people tell me Cincinnati Bengals are this year because it's at the Superdome. We played at LSU. It's got to be this year. It's got to be this year. Right. No, not so fast. Not so fast. They rode the Taylor Swift momentum for another year. The Chiefs still had great ratings, but people are getting sick and tired of them, and it's time for Roger Goodell to simply go in a different direction. A different direction that would see the parity of the AFC really showcase and manifest itself. 1 year it can be the Chargers, 1 year it can be the Bills, 1 year it can be the Bengals. That's the real version of the AFC that we've yet to see happen thus far. If you're sick and tired of the 49ers, if you're sick and tired of the Kansas City, of the Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions are that third team next year that can put an end to that. The Green Bay Packers are a team out there that can put an end to that. You're a liar. That's not another L. That's a rare L. That is a rare loss. Oh yeah, my two top contenders next year for the NFC, the Lions and the Packers. Those are the teams that line up for the Super Bowl site. You know, the Lions is Camacho the 39th day of the year. Also, Matt LaFleur is Camacho 39, and next year's also the 106th season. And Packers is Camacho 106. So that's where these two teams are the top contenders. For the Lions, and so their defense stays healthy. For the Packers, where's the number one wide receiver? Can they do better against playoff teams? That's what the Packers have to do. I didn't bet much on this game. I bet most of my money on the Chiefs to win in the AFC. It's not much of a bet to go on Travis Kelce scored 2 touchdown game because it was 9-1. So that's not a really big bet. I think the over was a great bet too. The over on the score. Eagles can score again late and do just that. Put exclamation marks if Saquon can at least find the scoreboard one time this game. I knew Saquon wouldn't have a 2 touchdown game. What surprises me is he hasn't even scored a touchdown yet on his birthday. Cooper DeJean did. He scored, but not Saquon.
Freedom is the ability to inspire. The most sacred thing in life is
But Andy Reid, the Bengals are going to end his career next year.
the freedom.
If Mahomes is 17-4, then he's got 14 wins against the AFC. And this guy is 14-3 against the AFC. That is just that is insane. So he lost to the Bengals and he lost to Tom Brady. Right? Lost to Tom Brady, lost against Joe Burrow. He's 14-2 against the AFC. This is insane, Rich. He's 14-2 in playoff games against the AFC. This is and it kind of makes sense because it does line up with Louisiana. Louisiana is 142 in Gematria. Louisiana is 142. He did make it to Louisiana 14-2. He'll probably win his first playoff game, be 15-2 versus the AFC. Patrick Mahomes is 152. And then he'll probably 15-3 or something against Joe Burrow. I wonder how many Chiefs players are going to retire after a game like this. How many of them just want to come back or not? Patrick Mahomes wore green because he was simply an Eagles fan. I am very happy for Vic Fangio that he's winning the Super Bowl because it's been 40 years and he hasn't won a Super Bowl. So well deserved for Vic Fangio. I'm very happy that Fangio. Yeah! There we go. It's Eagle Ball. Look at that. Look at that. What a play. Look at that. Imagine if Joe Burrow goes up against the Eagles. He shows Patrick Mahomes how to beat the Eagles. Baseball, it's Yankees. Great Judginho against Ohtani. Ohtani has to be pitching against Judge in the World Series. The Yankees are going to win with a much better team in the first year without Juan Soto. Let's think back to the Nats. They get rid of Bryce Harper. They win the World Series the very first year that they got rid of Bryce Harper. The same thing is going to happen to Juan Soto. Juan Soto leaves, and then the Yankees win the World Series. No, the Yankees are going to win the World Series. What do you want, mate? They are going to win.
the
2027 is going to be the Mets because the Mets is 27 and Cohen is 27. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. Judge Gino's 15-6 light path. Dodgers lose their 15th World Series. I told you it's going to be a rematch in the World Series, and it is. I didn't think the sports books would have liked the Dodgers to win the very first year with Ohtani, but they're just going to allow them to win, but they're not going to allow them to be a repeat winner next year. Nothing happened. It wasn't meant to be. I was absolutely correct on the Chiefs over the last 3 years, and they made it to the last game, and it wasn't meant to be. And the Eagles are going to get their revenge on Saquon's birthday, and Tom Brady was going to enjoy seeing Mahomes fail to be 3 Super Bowls away. It looks like you're being a toxic troll with the comment. Or you saw this here, blah, blah. You're reaping of negativity. That's what you're doing. No team's ever going to finish undefeated in the regular season, certainly in the next decade.
So much about Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, but Bill Williams is right up there as he's played the second.
Mahomes is going to win the three-peat in Super Bowl 66. Like I said back in February, I knew this was all happening. I knew the Eagles had a chance to win because this was Saquon's birthday. Like, this is Saquon's birthday. They were going to have him lose on his birthday.
6 sacks from 0 blitzes on the defensive line. It's the 4th time in the StatCast that the team hasn't blitzed.
The over's 49. It's at 43.
They normally blitz about 20-25% of the time. Coach Fangio, who we spoke to the other day, said, I'd like to blitz a little bit more. I just don't think we can handle it yet based on the young players that he's got, the secondary, the first year in the system. Coach Fangio, look, yeah, you can blitz today. Do you think that we get a smile from Victor? I'm just asking.
I don't know what you're talking about, regular season or postseason, but the Dolphins was through an entire season.
So, 35, 8-13 to go. You would have told the Chiefs that you're going to hold the Eagles.
Philly's 37. They have 37 points right now. They could go for 40 points like the Super Bowl on the 40th day of the year. Mahomes is just a system quarterback under Andy Reid. Tom Brady never had an offensive coordinator like Andy Reid.
Almost a little bit emotional in our meeting, didn't he, guys, when he said, I feel like the guys in the league are pulling for me. At 66, a league lifer who has so much respect for these defenses that he has crafted, been a master architect for. Remember, his other Super
Be
Bowl
happier that Vic Fangio won his first Super Bowl in 40 years as a coach in the NFL.
for this Super Bowl by
If anyone deserves it, it's Vic Fangio.
you could hear a pin drop in that meeting.
Vic Fangio returned to New Orleans. He was the defensive coordinator of the 49ers defense with Jim Harbaugh that made it to New Orleans in Super Bowl 47. This was the Vic Fangio show.
This does not count. This is the 3rd penalty on Eagles kick. Off the move back 5 yards.
All start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Yeah, not very comforting for Elliott, who has struggled a little bit this season. You go in there for a 45-yarder, and now it's a 50-yarder.
Yeah, Elliott, who's been as good as any postseason kicker of all time, Tom, right? I mean, he really has. But long range this year has not been his thing. You see, it's been an odd year for him. He's been so great. This is from 50 on the dot.
So the Chiefs are going to lose.
We're going to get a 5 possession.
I wonder when that division streak is going to end.
It is 12. It's good.
Oh, where's it going to be rigged for the Chargers to win the division?
And this Eagles team, 8-0 already.
That's an interesting score. Revenge is 40. Revenge is Camacho 40. They're up 40-6 in this particular Super Bowl. Revenge is Camacho 40.
You Beckham. Dave Beckham. No. Hey, what'd you say your name was?
Mahomes' Super Bowl stats are just very mediocre, I think.
Buffalo. It's not just chicken food invented in Buffalo, the city. So it's not Buffalo. You all right, man? Still got it. Come on, guys. Sorry, it's a thing I do.
And Mahomes has 8 touchdowns and 7 INTs in the Super Bowl.
Something I have to tell you. My brother's a famous-
Philadelphia Eagles is Camacho 87. Mahomes now has 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions in the Super Bowl in his career. A 1 touchdown, 2 interception game today. Mahomes is simply not the GOAT. What's Tom Brady's stats in the Super Bowl? How do we compare to Patrick Mahomes? How do we compare to it? I think his Super Bowl stats it doesn't have that bad of a touchdown interception ratio. And think he doesn't have Andy Reid. Tom Brady has 21 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in the Super Bowl. 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in the Super Bowl. You're a fool if you don't bet on the Lakers. You're just asking to blow yourself an amazing opportunity. Really, that's a terrible attitude. This team is a once in a generation prediction. That's who the LA Lakers are. I don't want to take advantage of Adam Silver scripted NBA for the Lakers. God, oh my God. Come on. Can't win if you don't try. No pain, no gain, brother. No pain, no gain. That's what it is. As long as you don't regret it when the Lakers win the championship. That's all I have to say about that. This has been very entertaining to see the Chiefs get completely beat down. I'm glad they lost. And this team is a fraud. Hey, imagine if they didn't screw the Bills out of that first down. I mean, they gave the public a beatdown. His team fucking lost, thank goodness.
I think about, unfortunately, the 3 losses probably more than I think about the 7 wins. It hurts to lose this game. We lost the Giants in 2007. That was 17 years ago. We were on the precipice of history. We faced a team that played their hearts out that day and beat us. And they still haven't really lived it down because you care so deeply. And I know this Chiefs team does as well. Patrick is the ultimate competitor.
I'm so glad they didn't win, man. This team is a bunch of frauds. The 34-time felon Donald Trump has to see his beloved Kansas City Chiefs lose by 34 points. Man, this right-wing agenda is going to fail. They better hurry up and pass their little billionaire tax breaks because Democrats going to come in and fix everything the Republican Party is trying to do. Screw the disabled out of their disabled payments. Screw people out of their Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. Elon has access to that data. He's trying to fudge these numbers. He's trying to reduce the amount you get on your tax return. File your tax return ASAP. It's going to be a very long rebuild, not a very easy rebuild. It's very hard to make it to 5 Super Bowls in 6 years. And this will not be that easy.
There's no 2 ways about it. This is the reality of this game. It's the highest of highs when you're trying to win and do something historic in the NFL.
No comeback this time.
It's the lowest of lows. I remember when we lost the Giants in 2007. I got on the bus after the game, and I had no I absolutely believe 100% that you're going to win. And it was just devastating because I couldn't speak for the rest of the night.
You know, it's obviously, the first team even put themselves in a position to try for a three-peat. No team has ever even gotten back to the Super Bowl. So getting back here is
Mahomes was company man.
Absolutely.
He knew what was happening. He bought that green suit. He wanted to send the message to the world.
We lost badly, but we actually haven't played the game yet. And it's a difficult feeling to have.
The Chiefs are not going to have a losing record. They'll still make it to the playoffs, but they're not going to make it to any Super Bowl next year. So now he has 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in his Super Bowl career.
Feels pretty good until you realize there's a flag, and Patrick obviously knew that he's a free play. So give his guy a chance. He gets the offside with the hard count. Carter jumps into the neutral zone. Patrick looks over, sees the flag, and says, all right, I'm going to take a shot. And Aaron Rodgers did that about as well as anybody in the history of the NFL. Offside. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. And we third down.
so they'll get another try. Meanwhile, that's the Chiefs. How about
The over-under is at 50. Could the Chiefs score a garbage time touchdown right here?
postseason wins? Best in the NFC. Of course, Andy Reid was there for a long time. Sirianni's had a lot of them already. 4 Super Bowl appearances. They've won one, of course. Super Bowl 52 is Foles the MVP. And now, after just being in a Super Bowl in the same
It is the end of the Swift train for the NFL. It is. Roger Goodell's a right winger. His wife used to be an anchor of Fox News. That's why Colin Kaepernick cannot play in the NFL ever again. Nor can he also cannot be a coach in the NFL. Eagles is Camacho of the Lakers improving to, guess it, 4-9 against the Celtics in the finals.
At this point, they played the best game of their season against the best team in the AFC.
Ironically, Pat Riley trademarked three-peat. He was 1 year short of three-peating. He 2014 NBA Finals, it did end in a three-peat. The Spurs won in 2014. Oh, the over is going to hit right here. They'll score a garbage time touchdown. Will Travis get to 21, be 1 short of Jerry Rice?
Patrick sees it and fires it out there to Hollywood Brown. Good job getting out of bounds there. But again, give Howie Roseman a lot of credit. Saquon, Kenyon Mitchell, Cooper DeSheen, drafted Jalen Carter 2 years ago.
I think the new stadium in Buffalo opens in 2027, I think. There you go. Over. Over, over, over. But did Brady ever just get destroyed in a Super Bowl? No Hollywood moment. Mahomes is a fake goat.
Offense, we call those rub routes.
Yeah, he's completely fake.
Offense number 9. Clear penalty.
It'll end in a push at 49. The over under at 49 if they kick a field goal.
But instead, Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, just releases into the defense, gets in the way of Blankenship, and you just can't hit him with the left shoulder. All right, that was a pick. You agree with the call. Normally, I would be yelling at the referee. I was pretty much down for that. There's Mahomes, dances around, gets away from us. We're going to take it to some point. Mahomes taken down from behind.
If they don't kick the field goal, they're going to go for it.
Mike, how does it feel when, referees getting yelled at? It only happened to me once or twice. Do those guys get offended at all?
It just depends who does it. Some people we ignore. They end up in a booth somewhere calling the Super Bowl, but when they're playing, we end up ignoring.
That's right. Hey, I think I only had 2 unsportsmanlike conducts in my career, and I'm actually pretty proud of that. The fact that I had 2. 36. Mahomes rolls forward. For the touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown.
Receiving yards in the NFL. I know it's not the score he wants, but someday it'll be a good memento on the shelf.
Yeah, sure is. Coming in late in the season, D-Hop has always been a tough guy to cover with his length. He's got this huge catch radius, and just getting in his vicinity usually comes down with a guy like named Rob Gronkowski. I kind of felt the same way that I would throw the ball to. He's also a Fox teammate of ours, and one of the all-time greats. He played a few great Super Bowls over the years. You guys get all right. We're going to go for 2.
Watson has it for now for the 2. And we'll see if this one holds on or not.
Of course, I have the Lakers win the title. Who wouldn't have the Lakers win the title?
Wait for the official announcement by Ronald Tolbert.
The result of the play is a successful 2-point try. Illegal use of the hands in the face. Defense for the 32. That penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
Nick Sirianni on the precipice of a Super Bowl trophy, who started his career in Kansas City, as a matter of fact, when you think about it. How about that, right? First job with the Chiefs, and then Andy Reid came on in, and then he wasn't with the Chiefs anymore. And now he's with the Philadelphia Eagles trying to beat Andy Reid, who was with
It won't surprise me to see them lose in Lucas' debut. I think I do have the Jazz win tomorrow.
Grew up in Jamestown, New York, which is a little south of Buffalo. He was an excellent wide receiver at D3 Powerhouse Mountain Union.
Nick Sirianni, Vince Lombardi,
This fiery guy who seems to kind of,
the next great Italian-American coach, Vince Lombardi, Nick Sirianni.
Sure does, for good reason. Just had an unbelievable 4-year run. Turned over coordinators.
That's now 9 touchdowns and 7 INTs in the Super Bowl. It's Gematria of Burrow. That's Gematria of 97. Joe Burrow's going to take the torch and win the AFC and win his first Super Bowl next year. Yeah, that Doug Williams prediction at the start of the year was absolutely correct. I should have went with another black quarterback when I knew that it wasn't. He's definitely done in the next 5 years. He's definitely cooked.
the Green Bay Packers, I knew there was no 3-team in the Super Bowl ever, but technically there was, right? Because it was 1 year before Super Bowl one. This was the last 3.
He'll win some titles again. He's gonna do it with a different coach. Otherwise, he's just a Troy Aikman kind of guy.
Right now, no doubt. As the Eagles have assured that. And Kenny Pickett is in the game at quarterback right now. We're going to wrap this up.
No team has ever won 3 consecutive Super Bowls. There's still a chance that Mahomes will win a 3-peat, Super Bowl 64 to Super Bowl 66. He's going to get another crack at it. Oh! Get another touchdown. Notice how Saquon didn't score a touchdown. It's like, man, these guys made money on these props. Saquon Barkley doesn't score a single touchdown all game. And Las Vegas is smiling on that one. It didn't matter if the Eagles won the game. The fact was that they made the vast majority of their money on the prop bets. No Kelsey touchdown, no Mahomes over touchdowns, no Kelsey touchdown, no Barkley touchdown. Again, it doesn't matter if the Eagles win the game. The fact of the matter is that the big money makers are with prop bets. So Barkley scored 3 touchdown games, scored 2 touchdowns or more. Barkley to score a touchdown. Kelsey to score a touchdown. Hollywood Brown going Hollywood. He's scoring a touchdown. None of them guys scored a touchdown. Did Dallas Goedert score a touchdown? He didn't score a touchdown either.
In moments like this, everybody's celebrating. And it's just a magical feeling knowing that you as an athlete, you've reached the mountaintop, you've reached the pinnacle of success in this league.
Kobe's team won. Dodgers win. Lakers coming for the win. I absolutely agree with that. Go King the Bonds 26 win the finals. Saquon number 26 won on his birthday. That's the Kobe tribute right there. LA Lakers is 40. Didn't they score 40 points? That's right. It's all big giant Kobe ritual. That's what it comes down to. This is what it comes down to. It comes down to Go King LeBron James winning the championship. It comes down to Kobe's statue having Kobe with the Eagles beanie. Think back to the Kobe statue. It had an Eagles beanie on it. They must have known this was going to happen the entire time. The Eagles win the Super Bowl, the very first year after the statue came out, Kobe had an Eagles beanie on one of his statues. And that's not by coincidence. This is by design. Eagles 18th win of the year. Go King LeBron James and the Lakers win the 18th title as Go King LeBron ties Kobe Bean Bryant with his 26th win in the finals after number 26, Saquon Barkley, won the Super Bowl on his birthday. Now the 26th win in the final is going to happen for Go King LeBron James. Now the Eagles were Kobe's favorite team because Kobe was born at Pennsylvania. Bryant is Camacho Go King LeBron's 26th win in the finals in his career. And the Eagles scoring 40 points today, the Super Bowl on the 40th day. The LA Lakers is Camacho 40. The Lakers are going to win their 18th title after the Eagles won their 18th game of the season. Even with 22 passing attempts for Jalen Hurts, assuming the Eagles are not going to throw any more passes, it's Boston, that's 22. Go King LeBron enters the finals with 22 wins in the finals of his career, and going from 22 to 26 wins. So the 18th win of the year, regardless of which team won the game, connects to the Lakers' 18th title incoming. He may not win Super Bowl MVP, Saquon Barkley, but he certainly was the driver of that team. Jalen Hurts is still a mediocre quarterback who can barely throw 250 yards. So this was very much revolved around Saquon Barkley. Because he's the number 26, because that is Bryant Camacho, because that is LeBron's 26th win in the finals in his career. And so Saquon's birthday to the game one of the finals. I think when I look at the Super Bowl at 116 days, I know Luka's contract went down $116 million because he was no longer, he has to pay more taxes in LA. He doesn't get the Supermax deal anymore, does he? Well, the 19 weeks, what I could say about that, since 2000 or so, the Eagles had 19 playoff wins entering this game, and Goki the Bonds go win the 18th and the 19th titles for the LA Lakers. The statues, what does the day of the statues be unveiled? The one with the Eagles beanie, to February the 9th, the day of the Super Bowl, the day that Saquon and the Eagles won the Super Bowl with that exact scoreline of 54 points, 40-14. 54 would simply be Camacho Kobe being Bryant. Well, 6 months and 7 days, like the next repeat for Goki the Bond since the 67th NBA Finals, and that's what we make about 67. And plus Kobe's death initials 126 of 20 and 20 add up to 67. But that's what we need to realize what Saquon Barkley's number is about. It's connecting to the 26th win in the finals if you are Goki the Bond James. Look at that over. That over is working overtime. Now Mahomes has 9 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in the Super Bowl. Man, the Eagles are frauds. Look at that. Chiefs totally sold the game.
He knows where that speed is and drops one in the pocket.
That over was working overtime.
2 touchdowns for Worthy in the second half there tonight. They'll go for 2.
22 points like Eagles is 22.
See what they can do. As Hopkins has it too. Tom wanted to thank the city of New Orleans.
Eagles win by 18. Their 18th win of the season. The Lakers' 18th win in the NBA Finals. Here we go.
And all that he's been through, and all that he's worked at, where you know about him getting benched in the national title game, and then a runner-up Heisman after a transfer to Oklahoma. And he said, my dad was an O-line guy. He knew nothing about quarterback play, but he knew how to work hard, and he taught me how to work. And his dad was a powerlifting coach, so that's where he got his work ethic from and his attitude. And, well, one thing is for sure, Jalen Hurts' legacy will be in cement, a champion.
Yeah, not a doubt. As it should be. Worked extremely hard this year. I think as the season went on, he just continued to...
Oh, yeah. Joe Burrow's going to win next year for sure. This is still very much the very best conference in football. The best guys are still on the AFC side. There it is. The Eagles have won the Super Bowl.
For the YouTube TV postgame featuring the Vince Lombardi Trophy ceremony and Bud Light postgame celebration. It's all coming up in a matter of a minute 47.
Lakers 18th title. Here we go. Lakers 18th title. Are we ready for this? Happy birthday, Archibald. There's that trophy right there. There it is.
It's about the time where it all hits you right here, KB. You know, there's at this point nothing the Chiefs can do about it. Chiefs have had an incredible season. So many victories that were within reach. And it's painful to be on the losing end of these, as I was 3 times. And you do appreciate it. That's why you have to appreciate the moments when it does go well. See the smiles on Barkley and Darius Slay in the 3 quarters.
Thank God the Chiefs didn't win, baby. The Kansas City Chiefs have lost the Super Bowl. It's happy birthday, Saquon. Happy birthday. That's crazy. It's Hachimura's birthday, too. That's insane. His grandfather is still living just to see that, man. The homo goes down. Yeah, good point with Goat King the Bond there. Good point. The college championship. It was a 56-yard reception by that Ohio State wide receiver. Number 18 was the Ohio State quarterback.
He gave us all the talents to be able to get here. So first and foremost, thanks to him. And this is the ultimate team game. You can't be great without the greatness of others. And we great performance by everybody. Offense, defense, special teams. How we get us the guys, our coaching staff, these great players. We didn't really ever care what anyone thought about how we won or their opinions. All we want to do is win. That's why we listen to my prerogative a little bit when we were after some wins, but thank God, thank you, Jesus. You talk about the special brand of togetherness.
The Eagles have got their revenge.
These guys did not want to let each other down. And
Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl. He honors Doug Williams. The first full-blooded black quarterback to win since Doug Williams. Philly Gematria 37. Negro Gematria Super Bowl 59. History was made by Jalen Hurts as the first black, full-blooded black quarterback to win since Doug Williams. Williams is Gematria 35. Mahomes 3 Super Bowls in 5 appearances. Doug Williams, born at Zachary, Louisiana. He's another full-blooded black quarterback win the Super Bowl. Doug Williams and now Jalen Hurts.
Can't say any better than that. Congrats, Nick. Let's go over to Aaron.
Tom, thanks. Jalen, you told us this week, as Brandon Graham's trying to give you big hot here.
He was carried by his running back the entire playoffs. Jalen Hurts is still overrated. This was all the work of Saquon Barkley. This was still a white supremacist ritual where it takes a star quarterback to help the full-blooded black quarterback win. I see what the NFL does to these guys. 221 passing yards. Not once did he crack 250. He may have done so against the Washington team. Jaden Daniels is still the real deal. Imagine if Jaden Daniels had Saquon Barkley.
We got a special group this year. We're able to learn from the past and get some nice.
This guy is far better than Jalen Hurts. These guys only win because they have better teams. And Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football. If Saquon gets hurt, this team is cooked. Saquon Barkley is the real winner. He only a guy like this can only throw for 2,900 yards and win the Super Bowl. 221 yards, 246, 128, 131. This was all. The Eagles had a great team. And they have a Pro Bowl running back. Jalen Hurts is a pretty good quarterback. Is he better than Joe Burrow? Hell no. Is he better than Patrick Mahomes? Hell no. He's better than Josh Allen because he defeated Patrick Mahomes. So he's better than Josh Allen. He's certainly better than Lamar Jackson. Happy birthday, Saquon. Happy birthday. So Joe Burrow and the Bengals are your next winner of the Super Bowl. 46 touchdowns in Jamar Chase's career. Levi Stadium 46, Joseph Burrow 46. The Bengals are the winner for next year's Super Bowl. Joe Burrow is your winner. The Lions and the Packers are my top contenders in the NFC. Next year, it is the Bengals to win the Super Bowl, the Bengals to win the conference. Burrow is gematria of Niners. Burrow's 34 and Niners is 34. He's going to win the Super Bowl at the Niners Stadium. Eagles are the defending champion entering the year of the Super Bowl over at Levi's next year. Levi's gematria 22. They are the defending champions, the Eagles. And next year's game is at Levi's. Eagles and Levi's 22. Joe would be gematria the AFC's 30th Super Bowl victory. And Burrow's birthday is 97 days after the beginning of the season. Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl 60 days after his birthday. I'm not stopping. I'm right. I can correctly predict the future. You can. I told you it was over for the Chiefs after last year. I was right about that. I predicted every Chiefs championship. So Bengals gematria 60. Super Bowl 60 is 60 days after Burrow's birthday. That's when he's going to win the Super Bowl. Remember, J.D. Vance is from the state of Ohio. An Ohio NFL team is going to win the Super Bowl during this time. It has to come before the midterms. The Bengals is 39. Super Bowl 60 is on the 39th day of the year. Who can forget that Joe Burrow had a 60 touchdown season in college football? Who can forget about that? And Jalen Hurts, how many regular season touchdowns does Jalen Hurts have?
Check this out.
Cincinnati's your winner of the Super Bowl. All the gematria suggests it's Bengals. Burrow's going to come back from missing the playoffs. He's going to win the championship. I correctly predicted the Chiefs dynasty to end. It was going to end after this year. The Chiefs losing this game in this fashion confirms the Chiefs are not making it back to the Super Bowl next year, and I correctly predicted that to happen. So the Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl, which was okay. They didn't have to win the Super Bowl. What needed to happen was there's no doubt it's the end of the Chiefs dynasty, and I was right. I knew it was going to come to an end. There's no question the Chiefs are not making it back next year. 62 points scored in the Super Bowl, 62 combined points. Joseph Burrows, Camacho, 62. 62 points scored in this year's Super Bowl. Nice winning year. Congrats to all the winners who had the Philadelphia Eagles. Congrats to the winners who made big coin on Kansas making it to the Super Bowl and beating the Buffalo Bills. Congrats to all the winners. Congrats to all the winners who knew the Buffalo Bills are not going to make it to the Super Bowl again. Congrats to everybody who didn't fall for the Cincinnati Bengals psyop of winning Super Bowl 59 at Louisiana, because that's where Joe Burrow played college football and Jamar Chase. We knew better. We knew better than to avoid that psyop. Didn't nail every part of the script this year, but the nailing the black quarterback at the start of the year was absolutely correct. That was my form of this was my intellectual work. I did say black quarterback Super Bowl 59. Those who watched the videos in February knew I was correct, so I will declare victory. I'll continue to make goal calls. They don't happen exact detail, but what I did say about a black quarterback winning connected to Doug Williams, I was certainly correct about that. Why else would the Chiefs score 22 points in the Super Bowl? Because Doug Williams won Super Bowl 22, and basically they're telling you he's the next full-blooded black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, and he did so. But the white supremacist ritual is still the same. He didn't win because of his old quarterback play. He won because he got carried by an elite running back. It was no coincidence we've seen Derrick Henry join Lamar and Saquon join Jalen Hurts. Because at the end of the day, most of the NFL owners are Republican donors. This still very much is a white supremacist league. You will see Patrick Mahomes lose against Joe Burrow again. And that's going to happen sooner rather than later, because the top rival in the AFC for the Chiefs is the Bengals. Burrow is a choker. He's going to choke again. He will choke as long as they're not moving into that new stadium yet. But the Cincinnati Bengals are the team that connects the Joe Cool Joe Montana with Joe Cool Joe Burrow at quarterback. Burrow is going to be that guy that's going to win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter if his team can't run the ball, if they don't have a good defense. Eli Manning's running game and defense were bad. He won the Super Bowl 46. It doesn't matter. Burrow's your winner.